everybody, to the Golden Grizzlies pregame show here on 88.3 FM WXOU. It's Giovanni Moceri here in the studio getting you guys ready for women's basketball today in the arena as Oakland University takes on the reigning regular season champions and the currently undefeated Horizon League team in the Green Bay Phoenix. Today at 2 o'clock, the Golden Grizzlies will face off against one of the best teams in the Horizon League. They were runner-ups last year in the Horizon League tournament, and they are currently 8-0 in conference play. It's going to be a tough matchup for the Golden Grizzlies as they come off of a tough loss to Milwaukee, the other Wisconsin team that came to town on this past Thursday. Final score was a 51-67 in a game where the Golden Grizzlies struggled to score. Their shooting splits were 30% and 11.8% from the field and from the three-point line, respectively, and even the free throw line wasn't kind to the Golden Grizzlies as they only shot 3 of 11 from the stripe. Meanwhile, the Green Bay Phoenix, like I mentioned before, undefeated so far this season, and they got a tough team. They got a tall team as well, boasting many players 6 foot and above. So that's going to be tough for the Golden Grizzlies in the paint, an area they have struggled with all season long. But it's not to say the Golden Grizzlies don't have a fighting chance in this game. They have played tough games. The game prior for the Golden Grizzlies was against Detroit Mercy, one of the teams above them in the standings of the Horizon League, and they put the hurt on them, winning 89-55 over the Titans in a game where Oakland dominated all facets of the game. So it's going to be an exciting matchup for you guys here on WXOU Sports. It's going to be Joey Hayes for play-by-play. It's going to be Noah Stalker for color, and it will be Harjun Buttar on the sideline for you guys today in the arena. We'll be right back with more details on this upcoming game here on the Golden Grizzlies pregame show. Welcome back to the Golden Grizzlies pregame show here on 88.3 FM WXOU Sports. Taking a deeper dive into the Green Bay roster. We mentioned before that they have multiple players 6 foot and above, but they also have players that are quite the scorers themselves. Green Bay has 3 players averaging over 11 points a game. Leading for the Phoenix is Maddie Scherbrier, averaging 12.6 points per game. And we also have Natalie McNeil, 11.8 points per game, and Cassie Schultz, 11.2 points per game. On the boards, they have Natalie McNeil also averaging 6.2 rebounds per game, and Cassie Schultz, 4.5, and Jamie Kondrakowicz, good luck, fellas, on that name, averaging 4.1 rebounds per game. This is a tall team, and this is going to be a tough battle in the paint for the Golden Grizzlies. Miriam Abizam, Cam Grant, and Liana Baxter will have their hands full inside with some of the best players in the Horizon League. A little bit more on the Green Bay Phoenix. They were the preseason polls favorites to win the league this year. That is also something to put into context for this game on the blacktop. Taking a dive into the Golden Grizzlies stats. Looking at the leading score for Oakland, Brooke Quarles-Daniels leads Oakland with 12.1 points per game. Markai McCormick, 11.4 points per game. And Linda Van Schaik, 9.9. So I mentioned that Green Bay has players, 3 of them above 10 points per game, or 3 of them 11 points a game. Oakland's not far away with that. As mentioned, 12.1, 11.4, and 9.9 points per game from Oakland's top 3 leading scorers. This could be a very offensive matchup for tonight. And then as far as the Golden Grizzlies rebounding, Miriam Abizam, 7 boards a game. Quarles-Daniels, second on the team in rebounds, 6.6 boards per game. And Linda Van Schaik, 5.1. So tip-off will be in just a few minutes. 2 o'clock will be the start of the show. And we'll hand it off to Joey, Noah, and Harj on the arena sideline in just a moment here on WXOU Sports.
Good afternoon, Rochester and Auburn Hills. You are listening to 88.3 FM WXOU, your home for Oakland basketball. I'm Noah, and I'm here with Joey on color. I will be on play-by-play as we've got an exciting women's basketball matchup between the Oakland Golden Grizzlies and the Green Bay Phoenix. So, Joey, going into this game, Green Bay sits atop of the Horizon League, 15-3, undefeated in the Horizon League. All three of their losses have come against non-divisional opponents. Meanwhile, Oakland comes into this 7-9. So what do you think Oakland has to do to amount such a impressive upset, per se?
Thank you, Noah. So I believe that, based off the stats here, I believe for Oakland to be able to come back and win this upset right here, Oakland sitting at 7 and Green Bay sitting at 1. Last game on Thursday against Milwaukee, their shooting percentage was really low. And seeing that Green Bay's shooting percentage from the three-point line was about 30%, and from the field goal was about 50%, Oakland really needs to get their shooting percentage back up and get these easy buckets here, and also be able to lock up Green Bay. Green Bay has a lot of impressive shooters on their team and a lot of kind of area for error that Oakland can close up here to be able to win this game. But it's going to be a battle for Oakland for sure. It's not going to be an easy win. And, it's not going to be a very easy win for Oakland. But if they want to get this win here, they're going to need to come through in those departments that I just discussed there.
All right, thank you for that, Joey. Meanwhile, let's go over the starting five for both teams. Starting off with the Green Bay Phoenix, we got number 1, Cassie Shills. Number 11, Natalie McNeil. Number 21, Jessica Drakowitz. Number 22, Bailey Butler. And number 34, Madison Schreiber. Meanwhile, for your Oakland Golden Grizzlies, we have number 3, Linda Von Schaik. Number 5, their leading scorer, Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Number 10, Markiah McCormick. Number 23, Alexis Johnson. And number 33, Miriam Abizam.
And Miriam Abizam at the Milwaukee game on Thursday put up some really impressive rebound in that game, and just using her sheer size and power, she was able to get a couple really good rebounds. A lot of the good part of that game on Thursday, the Oakland Golden Grizzlies, they were able to get a lot of turnovers, and that was a really good part of that game. Hopefully for this game they can also replicate that, but in those first two halves in the Milwaukee game, they had a lot of problem with their scoring percentage, shooting about 21% from the field goal line, and even less in the three-point line or three-point area. But it mostly comes down to the shooting percentage here for Oakland to bring this here. And we can expect a very I don't want to say gruesome, but very hard battle here that the Golden Grizzlies have to come over.
Well, yeah, that's correct, Joey. On paper, it doesn't look well for Oakland. Green Bay is averaging about 56 points allowed per game compared to Oakland's 70.2. On top of that, like you said before, 50% from field goals for Green Bay and 35% from three. Meanwhile, Oakland's at 38.7 from the field goals and 31.3. But who knows? Oakland can pull off a mighty upset. Anything can happen in the basketball world.
Absolutely.
Tip-off just about to start soon for both teams, and let's hope that it'll be a very exciting matchup. Well, Coach Dina Richard is getting her Golden Grizzlies all prepped up for this game. This is going to be a very intense matchup. Oakland has to be on their A game. Going against a team that is undefeated in the Horizon League, 15-3 overall in this season. They're going to need a whole lot of grit, a whole lot of tenacity, and a whole lot of scoring if they want to come out on top here in this game.
Absolutely agree.
All right, Coach Richards getting the finishing touches up, ready to break the huddle and ready to start tip-off. All right, coming up to the court, Markiah McCormick, Miriam Abizam, Alexis Johnson, Brooke Quarles-Daniels, and Linda Von Schaik. Looking like Abizam will be starting to tip off for the Golden Grizzlies. Meanwhile, number 21, Jasmine Kondrakowicz, will be doing it for the Green Bay Phoenix. Right. Little delay here right now. Brooke Quarles-Daniels is getting ready for this game.
Simply checking the grips on the shoes, making sure they're
don't want to fall down on an impromptu time.
Absolutely not.
Refs are waiting for players are waiting for the refs for the whistle.
And it really, it really comes down to
All
it
right.
really comes down to how Oakland is going to start this off, because, as I said before, it was a really rocky start at the beginning of that Milwaukee game.
Ref blows the whistle, and this game will be underway shortly. Green Bay wins the tip-off. Starting off with it is number 22, Bailey Butler. Flips it over to Cassie Schiltz. Gives it to Kondrakowicz, and then gives it back to Schiltz. Hands it off to Natty McNeil. Meanwhile, for three, it's Bailey Butler up, and it is good. So Green Bay starts scoring off with a three. Very dangerous three to start the game on. Meanwhile, Oakland has the ball, and Alexis Johnson fumbles with it. Tries to get it to McCormick, but Phoenix is there to stop it from happening. Meanwhile, Von Schaik has it on the near corner, gets it to McCormick, who flips it to Corals Daniels, and flips it over to Alexis Johnson on the far corner. Johnson charges up into the paint, who gives it to Von Schaik on the three. Around the perimeter she goes. It's up for the layup, and it bangs right off the backboard and goes out of bounds.
Yeah, very interesting first two possessions here.
Oakland gets the ball for the pass, and it'll be Markiah McCormick. Gives it to Alexis Johnson, who fumbles it a little bit, but gets her grip on it. Gives it to Brooks Corals for two, and it is up and good. So Oakland responds from that three made by Green Bay with a two of their own to cut the lead to one. Meanwhile, a heave from Bailey Butler over to Schiltz, who gives it to Kondrakowicz. Another heave to Bailey Butler. Heads right into the paint, gives it back to Kondrakowicz. Miriam Beasley is right on top of her. Looking for an opening, gives it to Bailey Butler, gives it to Schreiber. Flips it to Schiltz. Charges up over to Corals Daniels. Gives it back to Kondrakowicz, who gets a three of her own. Just off the mark. Oakland gets the ball now again. Brooke Corals Daniels has it. Tosses it to Markiah McCormick as she heads over to the midcourt. Gives it back to Corals Daniels.
Seeing a lot of good hustle here.
It's true. 8:29 left in the first period. Oakland only down by one. Von Schaik has it on the far perimeter. Flips it to Corals Daniels. Lobs it over the Miriam Ibiza. Meanwhile, we have a whistle for a stoppage of play. Looks like it'll still be Oakland ball. Brooke Corals Daniels will be throwing it in for the Golden Grizzlies. All right, ref blows the whistle. Well, it looks like they'll be adding a couple more seconds onto the shot clock. All righty. Corals Daniels flips it to a wide open Von Schaik on the three. Heads over to the far perimeter. Flips it to Markiah McCormick. Looking for an opening. Charges up. Goes up for two. And it hits the rim. Von Schaik with the attempted rebound. Goes out of bounds, but it looks like it'll be Green Bay ball. Cassie Schiltz will be throwing it in for the Phoenix. She gives it to Bailey Butler. Gives it back to Schiltz. Gives it back to Butler. Heads over to the midcourt. Flips it back to Schiltz. Heaves it over to Natalie McNeil. Looking for a shot. She has a wide open three, but she passes it to Bailey Butler, who gives it to Kondrakowicz. And then gives it to Natty McNeil. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gives it to Schiltz. Charges up near the far perimeter. Meanwhile, gives it to Kondrakowicz, who then gives it to McNeil. Goes up for two of her own, and it is good. 5-2 Green Bay with 7:40 left in the first period. Corals Daniels heads over to midcourt, over to the near perimeter. Tosses it to Markiah McCormick. Feeds it to Alexis Johnson. Heads over to the left side of the paint. Has two Phoenixes on her. Heaves it over to Corals Daniels. Beason tries to get a hand on it, but a little scuffle there from the Phoenix. And it will be a foul on Abizum. There will be Green Bay ball on the pass in. Passing in for the Phoenix will be Cassie Schiltz. Meanwhile, Bailey heaves it over to McNeil. From one end of the court, other gives it to Maddie Schreiber for three, and it is good. Green Bay is just running away with it so far. 8-2 right now in the first period.
As you were saying before, that shooting percentage that Green Bay has right now is very dangerous for Oakland. At the beginning there, they're trying to keep that locked up, and hopefully they don't let that seep through.
Kai McCormick tosses it to Corals Daniels. Beason goes up for two, and she gets it, and one as well. She cuts the lead in half. It is now 8-4. Meanwhile, there'll be a substitution Going in will be Jenna Geyer of the Phoenix. Going out will be Jasmine Kondrakowicz. Meanwhile, we have the and one attempt for Miriam Abizam. All right, her first shot is up, banks off the backboard and in. Now it is a 3-point game for the Phoenix. 8-5 with less than 7 minutes left in the first period. Bailey Butler has it now, gives it on the near corner to Maddie McNeil. Tosses it over to Bailey Butler, gives it to Schild. Johnson knocks it away, but Schild still gets her hands on it. Meanwhile, Butler has it, gives it to McNeil. Tosses it over to Schild, goes for a three, hits the rim. Oakland gets the ball back now. Brooke Rosanius has it. Crosses over midcourt. Looking for an op, gives it to Von Schaik. Von Schaik goes for a three of her own. Bang, let's go. Now the game is all tied up with 6 minutes left in the first period. A nice three by Linda Von Schaik.
Schaik being the 5'10 senior from the Netherlands.
A European prowess over there. Meanwhile, we got a stoppage of play. All right, heading in for the Golden Grizzlies is Cam Grant. Heading out is Miriam Abizam.
And always seen Van Schaik for being a pretty talented three-point shooter.
Definitely one of the best the Golden Grizzlies has. All right, passing in for the Phoenix will be Stills, who tosses it to Bailey. Immediately gets the lead back. 10-8 now. 6 minutes left in the first period.
Grizzlies keeping it close here, though, not letting them get that gap ahead.
All right, Linda Von Schaik has it on the near perimeter, tosses it to Cam Grant, who gives it to Markiah McCormick. Heads over for three. She gets the shot off, but unfortunately, whistle stopped the play. It'll be Green Bay ball now. I believe that was on Cam Grant for the foul. Yeah, that was Cam Grant on the foul. All right, Cassie Schultz will once again pass it in for the Phoenix, gives it to Bailey Butler. Marches her way to midcourt. Passes it back to Schild. Right, gives it to Schreiber. Gives it to Geyer. Who gives it to Anderson. To Schild. To Geyer. To Schreiber, who goes up for two. And now it is a 4-point lead for Green Bay. 12-8.
Just good passing there by the Phoenix.
All right, Brooke Daniels has it now for the Golden Grizzlies. Let's see if they can make a statement. Brooke Daniels goes up for two, and it is good. Nice job right there. Cuts the lead now to 2 for the Phoenix. 5:15 left in the first period. Bailey Butler has it now for the Phoenix. Looking for a spot. Gives it to Maddie Schreiber. Gives it back to Bailey Butler for a wide open three, and it is good.
About 5 minutes here left in this first quarter.
15-10 now. Oakland has the ball now. Brooke Daniels heads over to the near perimeter. Looking for an opportunity. Charges up into the paint, goes up for two, no good. Linda Von Schaik attempts to rebound, but there is a whistle for a stoppage of play. And right now, we'll be heading into our first media timeout, so we'll be taking a break right now. You are listening to 88.3 FM WXOU, your home for OU basketball. Green Bay is up 15-10 when we come back. Welcome back. You're listening to 88.3 FM WXOU, your home for OU basketball. Right now, the Green Bay Phoenix are up 15-10 against your Oakland Golden Grizzlies. But before we can resume play, let's over to Harjun and Buttar for sideline reporting. Harj, what do you got?
Hey guys, Green Bay is probably the toughest opponent Oakland will face in the Horizon League schedule. Their win streak is currently the longest in the conference, and they've consistently been shooting well. However, let's not forget, Oakland was battle-tested early in their out-of-conference schedule with tough road games against the Michigan State Spartans and the Michigan Wolverines. So they know what good teams look like. The question will be, are they able to rise to the challenge that Green Bay presents? Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Harj. My honest opinion, I really hope so. That's the case. I mean, they have been doing good so far. They're only down by 5 against one of the top teams in the Horizon League in this first period.
And yeah, we've been seeing some good hustle here by the Oakland Golden Grizzlies, especially against a good team like this, making sure that gap's closed and just making sure that there's not a lot of room. But I will not lie, the Green Bay Phoenix, they do have a lot of ways to be able to get open, though, and Golden Grizzlies are just going to find a way to adapt to that.
All right, before play resumes, let's go over the top scorers right now. For Green Bay, their top scorer at 8 points is Bailey Butler on the back of 2 3-point attempts that were both made. Meanwhile, you also got Maddie Schreiber with 5 and Natalie McNeil with 2. Meanwhile, for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies, their top scorer so far is Brooke Quarles-Daniels, their leading scorer heading into this game with 4 points. Now tied for second at 3 points is Miriam Abizam and Linda Von Schaik. Meanwhile, Oakland will be doing the pass in to resume after the media timeout. That'll be Markai McCormick. Gives it to Linda Von Schaik. Tries to pass it back to McCormick. Flings it over the Quarles-Daniels, who loses it. Phoenix almost gets their hands on it, but luckily Oakland keeps it back. Linda Von Schaik goes for a 2, but it is no good. Rebound attempt by Brooke Quarles-Daniels is no luck there. Green Bay gets the ball back. Bailey Butler rushes up into the paint, gets it to Jenna Geyer, goes up for 2, and it is good. Now it is a 7-point deficit for Oakland as they are down 17-10 with 4:20 left in the first period. All right, Brooke Quarles-Daniels will start it off. Gives it to Alexis Johnson, who gives it to Kennedy Montu. Rushes over to the right perimeter. Now gives it to Von Schaik for 3. Off the rim. Green Bay has it now back again. Bailey Butler gives it to Cassie Schultz, gives it back to Butler, who gives it to Natalie Anderson. Now Cassie Schultz has it back again on the far perimeter. All right. That'll be Anderson. Over to Schreiber. Gets to Geyer. Gives it back to Schreiber. Tries to think about 3, but now she charges up to the paint for 2, and it is good. 19-10, Green Bay up. 3:30 left in the first period. Quarles-Daniels marches on from midcourt. Throws a dart to McCormick. Flips it to Alexis Johnson for 3. Let's go. Cuts it down to 6 points. Or no, that was not a 3. That was a 2. It looked like a 3 to my perspective, but now it's only down by 7. 19-12 Green Bay. Now they have the ball back again. Jenna Geyer gives it to Bailey Butler. Heads over to Schreiber. Gives it back to Geyer for a layup. No good. Nice job right there by Kennedy Montu to get the ball back. Gets to Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Quarles-Daniels looking for an option. Gives it to Kennedy Montu with 3. Let's go. 19-15. 4-point deficit now for the Golden Grizzlies. Meanwhile, Bailey Butler has it for the Phoenix, and it is turned over. Linda Von Schaik wrestles with it on the ground with Jenna Geyer, and now as the whistle is blown, it will be a jump ball.
I see that the Oakland Golden Grizzlies have found a way to fix their shooting percentage. They're shooting pretty well right now.
That is correct. I was saying this, Kennedy Montu gives it to Brooke Quarles-Daniels.
Golden Grizzlies shooting for 54.
Back to Montu.
Field goal. 2 for 4 for 3-point.
To McCormick, to Von Schaik. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Gives it to Montu for 3. Off the rim. Green Bay has the ball back again. Bailey Butler zooming across the court. Charging up into the paint for 2. Does not get it, but it will be a foul on Linda Von Schaik, and it'll be a free throw attempt for Bailey Butler.
I will say that Bailey Butler is a very fast player. Likes those strong pushing plays there.
All right, subbing in is Natalie McNeil. Going out is Maddie Schreiber. As Bailey Butler attempts her first free throw of the game, looking to make it a 5-point lead. Her free throw is up, and it is good. Now here comes her second free throw attempt. Try and make it a 6-point lead. Free throw is up, and it is good. 2 for 2 on free throws for number 22. Now it is a 6-point lead for the Green Bay Phoenix with a little over 2 minutes left in the first period. Brooke Quarles-Daniels has it now. Hands it off to Von Schaik. Flips it to Alexis Johnson. Who then gives it to Markai McCormick. Charges up to the left side. Von Schaik thinks about 3. Charges up into the paint. Wide open. And it rolls right off the rim. Nice opportunity there by Von Schaik. Unfortunately, she does not get the 2. It is still a 6-point lead for the Green Bay Phoenix. And now there's a whistle for a stoppage of play. Looks like it'll be another free throw attempt. That foul will be on Alexis Johnson of the Golden Grizzlies. Meanwhile, Maddie Skorupski will be coming in, as well as Madison Royal Davis. Coming out is Markai McCormick and Linda Von Schaik. Alrighty. Natalie McNeil will be attempting her first 3 for the Phoenix. bounces off the front of the rim, but then goes right in. 22-15, Green Bay Phoenix up with less than 2 minutes in the first period. McNeil attempts her second free throw. It is up, does the same thing, bounces off the rim, and it is good. 23-15 now for the Phoenix as Oakland has the ball across midcourt. Royal Davis has it now. Looking for a lane. Tosses it to Montu. Goes around the perimeter. And now there's another stoppage of play.
Green Bay is 4 for 4 for free throws.
Looks like it'll be a foul on Natalie Anderson of the Green Bay Phoenix. So it is going to be a passing attempt for the Golden Grizzlies. That'll be Brooke Rolls-Daniels that'll be doing the honors. Gives it over to Maddie Skorupski. Charges up. Flips it to Alexis Johnson. But it'll be called for traveling. It seems like once Green Bay gets an opportunity to do something, it seems a ticky-tacky foul just stops their momentum. Right, Green Bay has the ball now. Bailey Butler commanding the team. Looking for an opening. Gives it to Anderson. Tosses it over to Jenna Geyer. Gives it to Natalie McNeil. In the paint, goes out to the perimeter. Tries to pass it to Geyer. And Brooke Porzanis tries to keep it in, but it looks like it'll be Green Bay ball.
Oakland sitting at 5 fouls cumulative over to Green Bay's 3 fouls right now.
And Cassie Schultz will be passing it in. Heaves it over from downtown to McNeil. Skorupski almost gets a hand on it, but McNeil still has it. Blocked. Geyer gets the rebound. No dice for them. Still a 23-15 game with about a minute left in the first period. Maddie Skorupski has it to midcourt. Tosses it to Alexis Johnson for 3. Bang! There we go. 23-18 now, Green Bay. Less than a minute left in the first period. Bailey Butler has it now for the Green Bay Phoenix. Charges up. Knocked away by Brooks Porzanis. Now she's got a fast break. Going up for 2. And is up, and it is good. Nice job there. 3-point deficit now for the Golden Grizzlies with less than 40 seconds left in the first period.
Alexis Johnson is 2 for 2 for field goals. 1 for 1 for 3 points right now. Shooting 100% right now.
Well, looks like we got a problem here. Brooke Porzanis. Looks like Brooke Porzanis' two-pointer will be called back. Refs are discussing it right now. Let's see what the referee is discussing right now. If I had to guess, it looked like they're taking back those 2 points for Brooke Rolls-Daniels. So, Joey, with the first period winding down, how do you think Oakland's done so far against one of the top teams in the Horizon League?
I think that they've definitely held their own. Definitely seeing a lot of, or less gap than a lot of people would think there would be for the number 1 team going against the number 7 team. Oakland definitely wants this more than, well, I wouldn't say more, but I would definitely say they want this more than you would think right now. So definitely Oakland right now they're shooting better than they did last Thursday. And right now, Oakland is holding their own, and I'm amazed right now. Right now, they're holding their own going against the number 1 team, and I'm liking what I'm seeing right here.
Meanwhile, it looks like Crowell's Giants will still get the points. However, Green Bay just went for an uncontested 2 free throws, and that was Cassie Schultz who got both of them in. So now it is a 5-point lead for Green Bay. I thought they were just taking those points back if something happened, but I guess not. I'll take it, though. But they're still down by 5 with a little under 40 seconds left in this first period. Natalie McNeil will be passing in for the Phoenix. Bailey Butler has it now. Goes to the Cassie Schultz. He gives it back to Butler. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Skorupski's right on top of Butler. Butler is tiptoeing the midcourt right now, not trying to get a violation. And now we got a whistle blown. Wonder what's the call looking like it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be on Skorupski. Oh, not Skorupski. It'll be on Kennedy Montu. My bad. So Bailey Butler will be getting another free throw attempt here. She's 2 for 2 so far in this game. First free throw is up, and it is good. Makes it a 26-20 game for the Phoenix. Now her second free throw attempt is up and good. She makes that look flawless, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, right now Green Bay is shooting 100%. Every single player that shot a free throw is shooting 100% right now.
That is correct. Meanwhile, Alexis Johnson will pass it in to resume play for the Golden Grizzlies.
Very dangerous stuff here for the Golden Grizzlies.
Quarles Daniels has it now. Clock is ticking, 12 seconds. Quarles Daniels flips it to Skrupski, gives it to Johnson. Flips it to Quarles Daniels. 4 seconds left. Gives it to Skrupski. Going to try and make a late heroic effort. Is up, and it goes just out of the rim. It spins around, but it goes out. That is unfortunate. Fortunate way to end the first period. Oakland is down 27-20 against the Green Bay Phoenix. While we will be heading to a break before the second period starts. Right now, 27-21, like I said, against Green Bay against Oakland. You're listening to 88.3 FM, WXOU, your home for OU basketball.
You're listening to Golden Grizzlies basketball on 88.3 FM WXOU. Sorry about that, folks. Hit the wrong button. But after 1 quarter of play, the Golden Grizzlies came close towards the end of the first quarter, but the game got back up to a 7-point lead for the Green Bay Phoenix. Score is 27-20. Leading scorers for today so far after 10 minutes. Buttar for Green Bay already with 12 points. Perfect from the field of 3 of 3 and 2 3-pointers within that 2 of 2, making all 4 of her free throws. She has not missed a shot all game long in the 10 minutes that she has played in the first quarter. Meanwhile, for the Golden Grizzlies, Brooke Quarles Daniels close to perfect with 6 points, 3 of 4 from the floor. 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal on top of it as well. Alexis Johnson for Oakland, 5 points, 2 of 2 from the floor, and 1 of 1 from 3. It's going to be an exciting second quarter. Don't go anywhere on WXOU Sports for more Oakland University basketball.
All right, welcome back, everyone. You're listening to 88.3 FM, WXOU, your home for OU basketball. I'm Noah Stalker on play-by-play here with Joey Hayes on color. Right now, we are starting the second period of this women's basketball matchup between the Oakland Golden Grizzlies and the Green Bay Phoenix. Right now, Oakland is down by 7. Green Bay will be starting with the ball first in the second period with a pass in from Cassie Schiltz, who gives it to Bailey Buttar. Righty. Flips it to Natalie McNeil, who gives it back to Schiltz. Looking for an opening, gives it to 34, that's Maddie Schreiber. Goes up for 2. Nice defense there by Oakland. Maddie Skrupski has it now for the Golden Grizzlies. Starting off on midcourt, gives it to Montu. Pump fakes it, gives it to Royal Davis, and it's just swatted away by Bailey Buttar. That had some anger to it right there.
Yeah.
But it'll still be Oakland ball. Maddie Skrupski passes it in to Brooke Quarles Daniels. Heads over to the near perimeter, charges up into the paint. Has 2 Phoenixes on her, but she will be called for traveling. So it will now be Green Bay ball. Natalie McNeil will be passing it in for the Green Bay Phoenix. All right, gives it to Bailey Buttar. Marches on to midcourt. Alexis Johnson's covering her. Flips it to her right to Cassie Schiltz. Gives it to Maddie Schreiber. Gives it back to Schiltz, back to Schreiber. Looking, gives it back to Schiltz. Tosses it over to Anderson. Gives it to McNeil. McNeil goes up, and it is good for 2. 29-20 now to start off the scoring for the second period.
A lot of also Oakland has have a lot of rebounds here. 8 to Green Bay's 4 rebounds here.
All right, Kennedy Montu goes up for 2. Hits the rim as the whistle is blown. It'll look like it'll be a foul on Green Bay as Natalie Anderson. So it'll be a free throw attempt for Oakland. Kenny Montu will be doing the honors for the Golden Grizzlies. This will be her first free throw attempt of this game. Hopefully she can make both of these so she can cut the lead down from 9 to 7. Alrighty, starting off on her first attempt, it is up and it banks right off the rim and no good. Nice effort there by Montu. Hopefully she can she can get recover on her second free throw attempt. Her shot is up, and it is nothing but net. Nice job there by Montu. Cuts the lead down to 8 points. Meanwhile, Jasmine Dupree-Hebert fills in for Brooke Crowles-Daniels on a substitution. Green Bay will have the ball now. 8:49 left in the second period. Bailey Butler has it. Crosses midcourt, gives it to Cassie Shills. Looking for an opening. Gives it to Kaylin Givens, who gives it to Natalie McNeil, who gives it back to Shills. Tipped up by Golden Grizzly. Madison Royal Davis has it now. Alexis Johnson to Maddie Skorupski. Looking on the perimeter. Flings over to the other side of the court to Kennedy Montu for three. Bang! 29-24. Oakland cuts the lead down to 5 points. 8:17 left in the second period. Bailey Butler has it now for the Phoenix. Cassie Shills looks for a three, but passes it back to Butler. Charges over to the far perimeter. Flips it over to Givens, to Shills. Charges up for two. Off the rim. Oakland has it now, but a whistle is blown. It'll be a jump ball now. Oakland will have the ball now. Looks like it'll be Alexis Johnson that will be tossing it in for the Golden Grizzlies. Referee's getting everything all set up. Gives the ball to Johnson, who gives it to Skorupski. Marching her way over to midcourt is Skorupski. Gives it to Johnson. Gives it to Hebert on the near corner. Marches over to the perimeter. Gives it to Montu for three, and we got another one. Nice shot there by Kennedy Montu. She is on fire these past couple minutes. She's now only down by two. 27-29, 7:30 left in the second period. Butler has it, gives it to Shills.
Montu shooting 2 for 3 right now on 3 points.
All right, McNeil has it, gives it to Shills. Tosses it over to Schreiber, gives it to Butler, to Givens. Wide open for two, and it goes right in. Green Bay halts that momentum for the Golden Grizzlies. Now they have a 4-point lead. 31-27 left, a little over 7 minutes. Maddie Skorupski has it. Looking. Gives it to Jasmine Dupree-Hebert. Looking, gives it to Montu. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Montu charges in as 3 Phoenix on her as a whistle is blown. Looking like it will be... There'll be a foul on Bailey Butler of the Phoenix. It will be Oakland ball. I believe it will be a pass in. Yeah, it is going to be a pass in. Maddie Skorupski will be doing the honors for the Golden Grizzlies.
Score 31-27 right now. Green Bay ball.
All right, now we got another stoppage play. Looks like Madison Royal Davis will be called for a foul. Now it'll be Green Bay ball. So a chance for cutting the lead to 2 points or maybe even one is halted by that foul by Madison Royal Davis. All right, throwing it in for the Phoenix will be Maddie Schreiber. Gives it to Bailey Butler, who's been their leading scorer so far this game for the Phoenix. Gives it to Jenna Geyer, gives it to Cassie Shills. Toss it over to Butler. Wide open. It's going to be Schreiber. And gives it to Shills. Gives it to Butler. To Geyer. Up for two. And it is good. 33-27 Green Bay. 6:30 left in the first half. Skorupski has it now for the Golden Grizzlies. She's got Montu to her left. Dupree-Hebert to her right. Gives it to Dupree-Hebert, who gives it to Royal Davis. Meanwhile, Alexis Johnson has it. Charges up. Goes for two. And it is good. Cuts the lead down to 4 for Green Bay. 33-29, 6:13 left in the first half. Bailey Butler has it for the Phoenix. Gives it to Schiltz. Gives it to Geyer. Gives it to Schreiber, who gives it to Butler. Gives it back over to McNeil, who gives it to Schreiber again. And well, it's intercepted by the Golden Grizzlies. Montu gets right in between them, and now Skorupski has the ball. Heads over to midcourt.
Johnson is shooting 100% right now.
That's over to Montu. Gives it to Pre-Hubert for three. Just short of the mark. Green Bay has the ball now. Natalie McNeil marches over. Gives it to Bailey Butler. Tosses it over to Maddie Schreiber. Has Royal Davis on her. On the far perimeter, Cassie Schiltz. Now, Natalie McNeil gives it to Maddie Schreiber. Tosses it up, tries to get it over, but it's intercepted by Golden Grizzly. That's Skorupski going over for two. Up, and it hits the backboard, and no good. But I believe, okay, that's not looking good. Skorupski is wincing right now on the court. Looks like she went down hard.
Luckily, she's back up right now.
Not looking well for her, but she'll be heading out. Brooks Burles-Daniels will be going in. Well, Skrupski looks like she's going to tough it out, go for this free throw attempt. Jasmine Dupree-Hebert goes out for the Golden Grizzlies. And in comes Brooke Quarles-Daniels. So I believe she just hit the court a little too hard, so she should be doing just fine for this free throw attempt. First one is getting set up, and it is good. Nice job there. Cuts the lead down to 3 points, 33-30.
For free throw.
All right, here comes her second free throw. Could number 2 make it 2 for 2?
That's
Yes, she does. Nice job there by Skorupski.
Way to shorten up the lead here.
A little over 5 minutes left in the first half. Oakland's only down by 2 against one of the top teams in the Horizon League. Bailey Butler has it now to start off to resume play. Toss it over to Schultz. Gives it to McNeil. Feeds it to Butler for 3, just off the rim. Meanwhile, Montu almost loses it, still gains back control, goes up for 2, and she ties the game up with 5 minutes left in the first half. Nice job there by Kennedy Montu.
Wonderful performance I'm seeing here.
Meanwhile, Green Bay answers back with a 3 by Cassie Schultz. Now makes it 36-33. Oakland gets any momentum. Green Bay just says, I'll take that. Brooke Quarles-Daniels has it now. Right up on the three-point line to Royal Davis. Flips it to Skorupski, and she is called for a travel. It'll now be Green Bay ball once again. And it looks like there will be a timeout call for one. Yeah, there will be a timeout call, which is a good time to tell you guys that this game break is brought to you by the power of college radio. Are you tired of the same old songs on the radio? Look for something fresh and exciting. Well, look no further than your local college radio station. College radio is where the magic happens, where undiscovered talent shines, and where you can tune into the next big thing in music, news, sports, and even entertainment. From indie rock to hip-hop, from thought-provoking discussions to groundbreaking interviews, college radio is the heartbeat of creativity and diversity. So, turn that dial and embrace the power of college radio. Your ears will thank you. Meanwhile, we'll head over to this break. You're listening to 88.3 FM, WXOU, your home for OU basketball. Oakland's only down by 3 against the Green Bay Phoenix. We'll be right back. All right, everyone, welcome back. You're listening to 88.3 FM, WXOU, your home for OU basketball. If you're tuning in right now, it is an exhilarating women's basketball matchup between your Oakland Golden Grizzlies against their bitter rival, the Green Bay Phoenix, top team in the Horizon League. They're only down by 3 as the score is 36-33, with a little less than half of this first half, or the half of the second period being over. Green Bay has the ball now to start off back from the timeout. Cassie Schultz playing hot potato with the ball with Bailey Butler. Gives it to Jenna Geyer in the paint. Looking for an opportunity. Gives it to Natalie McNeil. Gives it to Schultz. Gives it to Maddie Schreiber for 3. Banks right off the rim. Hits Linda Von Schaik in the head, but Oakland has possession now. Brooke Quarles-Daniels has it as the whistle is blown. Looks like it'll be on Cassie Schultz for the foul. So I believe that'll be yet another pass in for the Golden Grizzlies. Brooke Quarles-Daniels will be passing it in for Oakland. A little over 4 minutes left in the second period. Heaves it over to Linda Von Schaik. Right on the three-point line. Gives it to Kennedy Montu, who's been on fire lately in the second period with 2 three-pointers made. Maybe she can make another one happen to tie this game up. Maddie Skorupski has it. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Madison Royal Davis now has it. Flips it to Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Thinks about a 3, but goes up for 2. Banks off the rim. Rebound attempt is no good for the Golden Grizzlies. It bounces out of bounds. It is still Oakland ball, fortunately. Looks like it's going to be Brooke Quarles-Daniels who once again will be passing it in for Oakland. Looking for a shot. Gives it to Skorupski. Nice pass right there. Skorupski goes up, and it is good. 35-36. Oakland's now only down by 1 with a little over 3.5 minutes left in the first half. Natalie McNeil has it for the Phoenix, who gives it to Maddie Schreiber, who gives it to Jenna Geyer. Goes up for 2. No good. Nice attempt there by Linda Von Schaik. Nabs the ball from Green Bay. Flips to Skrupski for three. Off the backboard. Now Green Bay has it on their own fast break. Tosses it to Shields out with Bailey Butler. Goes up for a layup. No good. Von Schaik snags the ball away from Green Bay. Flips it to Quarles Daniels. Looking. Heaves it over to Kenny Montu. Morris Davis tries a screen attempt. Bailey Butler slaps the ball away from Montu. Luckily, she gets her hands on it as Oakland takes the lead back. Up by one, 37-36. Less than 3 minutes left in the first half. Bailey Butler has it now for the Phoenix. Nice Schreiber tosses it to Cassie Schiltz. And then tosses it to Bailey Butler. Gives it right back to Schiltz. 16 seconds left on the shot clock. To McNeil, to Butler, to Schreiber. Charges up for two, and she get the lead right back. Green Bay is up by one now, 38-37. Oakland has the ball now, 2:20 left in the first half. Brooke Quarles Daniels crosses midcourt, tosses it to Skorupski, and gives it back to Brooke Quarles Daniels. Feeds it to Linda Von Schaik, gives it back to Quarles Daniels. Looks for the pick and roll. Tries to go for two. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Kennedy Montu up. No good. And we got a stoppage of play. That'll be Bailey Butler on the foul.
38-37, 2 minutes left in this first half.
All right. Alexis Johnson's coming back in, subbing in for Madison Royal Davis as Kennedy Montu attempts a free throw attempt. I believe this will be her second free throw attempt for this game. She was 1 for 2 so far. First one is up, and it is good. Ties this game up with 2 minutes left in the half. 38-38 apiece. Let's see if she can break this tie and give Oakland a 1-point lead. Second free throw is up, and it is flawless. Nothing but net. Looked like it just sank right in there. Oh, she gets a third free throw attempt. That's even better. Her third attempt is up, and it is good. A flawless 3 for 3 for Kennedy Montu. Gives Oakland a 2-point lead with 2 minutes left in the first half. Right now in for the Phoenix is number 4, Marion Weston. Looks at the Cassie Schultz, gives it to Natalie McNeil. And then heaves it over to Weston. Flings it over, intercepted by the Golden Grizzlies. That's Linda Von Schaik who has it now. Crosses midcourt. 100 seconds left in the half as she collides with one of her own teammates. That is Brooke Quarles Daniels, that she collides on top of Natalie McNeil of the Phoenix. Natalie McNeil will be fouled on the play right there as Brooke Quarles Daniels attempts a free throw attempt of her own. This will be her first free throw attempt of the game with a little less than 90 seconds left in the first half. Free throw attempt is up, and it is good.
I made Daniels 1 for 1 right now on free throws.
Nice shot right there by Quarles Daniels, make it a 3-point game. Second free throw attempt is up, and it is no good. But it looks like it'll be another foul on the Phoenix. That's going to be on Jenna Geyer for another foul. So Linda Von Schaik will be up for the free throw this time. This will be her first free throw attempt of the game.
And if you're a Golden Grizzly, all you want is to be able to get these like little easy points here, especially against a monster team like Green Bay right now. These free throws really add up, and they really make some count.
That is correct. Speaking of which, Von Schaik's first free throw is up and good. Makes it 42-38. Meanwhile, her second free throw is up and good. Oakland is just slowly building that lead up going in the half. 43-38 right now for the Golden Grizzlies. Green Bay has the ball now. Cassie Schultz tosses it to Natalie McNeil. McNeil goes up for two. Off the rim. Picked up by Alexis Johnson. 1:24 left in the first half. Kenny Montu has it now. She crosses midcourt. Gives it to Maddie Skorupski. Looking for an opening. Tosses it to Montu. Looking. Gives it back to Skorupski. Charges up for a layup, and it is good. 45-38, Oakland now with little over a minute left in the first half. Marion Weston now has it for the Phoenix. Gives it to McNeil.
Great layup there by Skorupski, by the way.
And Geyer has it now. Stoppage of play. Ball goes out of bounds, but it looks like it'll be Linda Von Schaik with a foul. So Green Bay will have their own free throw. As we wait for this free throw attempt, let's just talk about how this break is brought to you by the initiatives focused on increasing diversity. Diversity is the heartbeat of progress, and nowhere is it more vital than in our schools. Multiculturalism is a field that ignites a vibrant educational experience. It celebrates different languages, traditions, and perspective, fostering empathy, understanding, and a global mindset. Meanwhile, as we resume play, Natalie McNeil attempts to go for a 2 as there is a stoppage of play. It looks like Madison Royal Davis will be called in for a foul.
McNeil missed that that layup there.
So now will be a free throw attempt for Green Bay. I believe Natalie McNeil will be doing the honors. Meanwhile, Kayleen Givens will be subbing in for Jenna Geyer for the Green Bay Phoenix. 50.5 seconds left in the second period. Oakland's up 45-38 as his first free throw attempt for McNeil is up and good. Makes it 45-39. McNeil has been on fire with these free throws lately, as her second attempt is up and good once again. 45-40 now. 48 seconds left in the second period. Oakland has the ball now. Brooke Rolls-Danis has it. Flips to Kennedy Montu, and then gives it to Alexis Johnson. Feeds it to Maddie Skorupski. Goes up for 3. No good. Rebound attempt right there. That is good. Nice job right there by Brooke Rolls-Danis on the rebound. Makes it 47-70 or 47-40 with less than 30 seconds left in the first half. Natalie McNeil has it now for the Green Bay Phoenix. Flips it to Schultz. She gives it back to McNeil. Gives it back to Schultz. They're just playing hot potato right now. 15 seconds left in the first half. McNeil has it. Marches on over to the far perimeter, over now to the near perimeter. Goes up for 2. Knocks over Kennedy Montu, but Oakland has the ball now. 3 seconds. 2, 1. It looked like it was. I thought he was going to go for a heave for a half-court shot, but no good. But luckily, Oakland's in a good spot. 47-40 to end the first half. Phenomenal play right there in the last few minutes by the Golden Grizzlies as we head over to halftime.
And throughout this game, we've seen a lot of good hustle from the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. It's been amazing. Golden Grizzlies have been putting up really good effort against the number one team in the Horizon League here. I've just been liking what I've been seeing that the Oakland Golden Grizzlies are offering.
Thank you for that, Joey. Meanwhile, we have an interview here. Harjun Buttar will be here with one of us, Coach Crystal Davis. Harj, you got the floor.
Coach, thanks for joining us. Green Bay forced you guys to play physical and drew a lot of fouls in the first quarter. Then you guys turned the tide in the second and while maintaining a stout defense. What do you guys attribute that to?
Just our energy level. We're not backing down. We're picking up our pace, and we're attacking them. They can't handle our pace at all.
Green Bay's been jumping out to some scary leads, 7 to 10 points, and then you guys come roaring back. How do you guys maintain the consistency needed to generate the positive momentum and keep them on their toes?
I think we're doing it on the defensive end. We're getting up in their space. They're used to putting over their head and look to be able to pass the ball quite a bit. We're making them put it on the floor, making them a little bit uncomfortable with what they're not used to doing. So we're doing a really good job on the defensive end.
Last question. You guys are playing a very deep team this year, rolling about 10 players, and you have a lot of great performances coming off the bench. How have you been able to get such good production from your bench players?
Big thing is, though, they're stepping up and coming in. I mean, it's overall a team effort. They've been working hard in practice, so they're just showing what they've been doing in practice. So everyone just needs to continue to work hard and do what we do.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that, Harj. That was a phenomenal interview. Meanwhile, we'll be taking a break for halftime. You're listening to 88.3 FM WXOU, your home for OU basketball.
Welcome, everybody, to the Golden Grizzlies halftime show here on 88.3 FM WXOU Sports. As it stands right now, Oakland is up by 7 against the top team in the Horizon League in the Green Bay Phoenix. 47-40 is the score after the first quarter ended with Green Bay up by 7, 27-20. So Oakland has gotten themselves in great position against the best team in the league. Taking a quick look at the stats here from the first half. Leading scorers for Oakland is Buttar with 12, 3 of 4 from the floor, 2 of 3 from 3, and perfect from the free throw line of 4 of 4. Scherber, number 34 for the Phoenix, 9 points, 4 of 6 from the floor, 1 of 1 from 3. And then McNeil, 8 points, 2 of 4 from the field, and 4 of 4 from the line. Moving over to the Golden Grizzlies. Leading scorer is Kennedy Monteau, 15 points, 4 of 5 from the field, and 3 of 4 from 3 within it. Only missing 1 free throw, 4 of 5. 3 rebounds and assists, 2 steals. Kennedy Monteau in the 15 minutes that she has played has been a spark plug for this Golden Grizzlies squad. Second in scoring for the Golden Grizzlies is Brooke Quarles-Daniels with 11 points, 5 of 7 from the floor, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Been contributing otherwise with 4 rebounds, 3 assists. That leads the Golden Grizzlies in both categories, along with a steal included in 17 minutes played. Third in scoring is Alexis Johnson with 7 points, perfect from the field, 3 of 3, and 1 of 1 from the arc as well. 3 rebounds included, an assist and steal. So the Golden Grizzlies have been performing at a top-notch level against the Green Bay Phoenix, top of the Horizon League. Oakland's looking to give Green Bay their first Horizon League loss of the year. Taking a look otherwise in the Horizon League, currently another game going on. It is Milwaukee and Detroit. Milwaukee at Detroit. Score approaching the fourth quarter. 49-48, with 35 seconds left to go in the match. A low-scoring effort, but between the 11-9 Panthers and the 11-8 Titans, it's going to be a close matchup. So we'll take a break here for the Golden Grizzlies halftime show. We'll get deeper into the game when we come back on WXOU Sports. Welcome back, everybody, to the Golden Grizzlies halftime show here on WXOU Sports, 88.3 FM WXOU, Auburn Hills, Michigan, Oakland University. Be sure to stay tuned on Thursday as Oakland's women's basketball will be hosting the Cleveland State Vikings, the true reigning Horizon League champions. They will be coming to Rochester Thursday at 7 p.m., and you can listen to it right here on WXOU Sports. And be sure to also tune in on YouTube as this game is being simulcasted to our WXOU Sports YouTube channel. Just search WXOU Sports on YouTube and hit subscribe. Give the live stream a like and give the station some love. To recap the first half of this matchup between the Golden Grizzlies and the Green Bay Phoenix, Oakland was down by 7 after the first quarter with a score of 27-20, and it looked like Green Bay had a strong grasp on this game. Oakland flirted with a 2-to-1 point deficit to get the game close, but Green Bay was just able to keep them at arm's distance until later in the second quarter. Key three-pointers and key points scored by Kennedy Monteau and Brooke Quarles-Daniels brought the Golden Grizzlies close and eventually started taking the lead when the free throws started to pile up. Oakland is 10 of 12 from the line, while Green Bay is 10 of 10. But Oakland able to get themselves a 7-point lead going into halftime to flip this game on its head. Our interview with assistant coach Crystal Davis, Harjun Buttar, asked the coach about what's been going well, obviously, in the second quarter. And Crystal Davis said that they cannot handle our pace. This Golden Grizzlies squad was built to play fast and to play with many possessions, and that seems to be working so far in this game against the undefeated Horizon League Phoenix. Looking through some of the team stats here, score 47-40, Oakland with the lead. Going to Green Bay side, they are 13 of 25 as a team from the floor, good for 52%. From 3, only 7 attempted, making 4 of them for a 57.1%. And as mentioned before, they are 10 of 10 from the free throw line, although 8 of the 10 have been shot in the first quarter alone. Since then, Oakland has limited the free throws for the Phoenix to only 2. Getting now to Oakland's team stats, 57.1% from the floor, 16 of 28. Going to three-pointers, they are 5 of 11, good for 45.5%. And then from the free throw line, 10 of 12. It's an even matchup so far. Oakland with the 7-point lead. Don't go anywhere as we're approaching the second half here on WXOU Sports.
Alrighty. Welcome back, everyone. You're listening to 88.3 FM WXOU, your home for OU basketball. I'm Noah Stalker on play-by-play. I'm here with Joey Hayes on color as we are about to start the second half of this OU Green Bay women's basketball game. Right now, Oakland has a lead, 7 points to be exact, 47-40, as we're just about to start the second half. Let's go over the top scorers of the game so far. For the Green Bay Phoenix, their top scorer has been Bailey Buttar with 12 total points. She's been 4 for 4 on her free throws, along with 2 for 3 on her three-pointers. And second will be Natalie McNeil at 8, Cassie Schultz at 5. Meanwhile, for Oakland, top scorer is Kennedy Montu at 15, 11 points with Brooke Quarles-Daniels, and Alexis Johnson has 7 points. As we get started on the second half, Green Bay has the ball right now to start off. Bailey Buttar attempts a 3, but it is no good. Oakland has the ball now, charges over to midcourt. Brooke Quarles-Daniels has it, and it is stolen right back by the Phoenix. That was Jasmine Kondrakowicz. Kondrakowicz flips it to Bailey Buttar, and then gives it to Maddie Schreiber. Schultz tries to get a hand on it, but a whistle is blown. Looks like Brooke Quarles-Daniels will be fouled for the Golden Grizzlies. Free throw attempt, not free throw attempt, it would be an inbound pass for the Green Bay Phoenix. Bailey Buttar will be doing the honors. Meanwhile, Cassie Schultz goes up for 3, and it is no good. On the rebound attempt is Natalie McNeil. Whistle is blown. Looks like a foul on Linda Von Schaik as Green Bay gets a free throw attempt to start off the second half. It'll be Natalie McNeil who will be doing it for the Phoenix.
But really good. Like in the first half, we've been seeing a lot of really good hustle by Oakland. Linda Van Schaik, of course, she's done really good. She's 2 for 2 for free throws. Hit off that really good three-pointer there in the second quarter, and on top of that, Oakland's been really good at hustling so far.
Meanwhile, Green Bay misses their first free throw of this entire game, but they do go 1 for 2 as it is 47-41 Oakland. A little over 9 minutes left in the third period as we've got a downed Grizzly. It looks like it's Miriam Ibiza. Luckily, she's getting right back up to it. Looked like as she was going for the shot, she got charged by one of the Phoenix. But luckily, it wasn't anything too serious, and she's able to get back on her feet. And now she'll be attempting a free throw. I believe that, yes.
Miriam Ibiza.
That'll be her. This will be her. Not her second. Yeah, this will be her second free throw attempt of the game. As this goes, her first attempt is up, and it's good.
Yep.
It's now 48-41 Oakland. A little over 9 minutes left in the second half. Bailey Buttar has it for the Phoenix. Gives it to Maddie Schreiber. Tosses it over to Cassie Schultz. Tries to go for a long pass to Bailey Buttar as Oakland fumbles with it. Wrestling on the ground with the ball. They get the ball, though. Alexis Johnson has it. Charges midcourt. Gives it to Kennedy Montu. Gives it to Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Feeds it to Markiah McCormick. Tosses it back to Kennedy Montu. Heads up into the paint. Stumbles a bit. Falls. Loses the ball. Green Bay has it now. Bailey Buttar with the ball. Tosses it to Natalie McNeil. Gives it back to Bailey Buttar. Gives it back to McNeil. Tries to fake out Alexis Johnson. Goes up for 2, and it is good. 48-43 now Oakland. Only up by 5 with 8.5 minutes left in the third period. Quarles-Daniels has it now. Gives it to Kenny Montu. Moves on over to the perimeter as the ball goes out of bounds. It's still Oakland ball, though.
Yeah, Kenny Montu there. She's been doing pretty good. 4 for 5 for field goal. 4 for 5 for free throws. 3 for 4 for 3 points. Shooting really good tonight here.
On the inbound pass, Bailey Buttar takes down Kennedy Montu like a near football tackle right there. Yep, Bailey Butler will be fouled on that play as Oakland will get another free throw attempt. Or never mind, not a free throw attempt. It looks like we'll be getting an inbound pass. Brooke Rosianos will be doing the honors. Ready. Waiting for a signal. There we go.
And on top of that, this third quarter so far has been full of players falling down and a lot of collisions right now. Maybe showing a lot of aggression here on both sides.
A little physical for a basketball game.
As
the refs are still going over. As we wait for play to be resumed, we'd like to talk about one of our WXOU sports shows, the Blue Ski Mask Show. Tune in Mondays at 2 p.m. for the ultimate radio show for Detroit football and basketball aficionados. Join Oakland Post sports editor Brock Heelig and sports reporter Kurt Szymanski as they take you on an exhilarating ride through the world of the Detroit Lions and Detroit Pistons. Get ready for an in-depth analysis, player spotlights, game reviews, and expert insights, all centered around the NFL and NBA action in the Motor City.
If you're a fan of football, or especially Lions football, you'd be surprised to know that Sunday you're going against the
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Against the Buccaneers that day, yes, sir.
Alrighty, as the refs go over what potentially would be a foul for Green Bay, we will be taking a short break. This is Noah Stalker here with Joey Hayes. You are listening to 88.3 FM WXOU. Never mind about that.
Never mind about that. We'll be resuming this throughout this break. Some stats here for all you stats folks. Oakland has been shooting 3 points, 5 for 11 so far. And for Green Bay, it's been 4 for 8. For free throws, Green Bay has been shooting 91% for free throws. And for Oakland, it's been 78.6% for free throws. A lot of rebounds here. Oakland has been getting 20 rebounds so far on Green Bay's 7. And offensive rebounds, Oakland has 6 on Green Bay's 1.
Yeah, Green Bay has been nearly flawless this entire game on free throws. They've only missed a one, which was not that long ago, starting off this second half. Total points so far for both teams, 43-48. Oakland has the lead with 8:12 left in the third period. Leading scorer for the Green Bay Phoenix has been number 22, Bailey Butler, with 12 points. She has been 2 for 4 on three-pointers, 4 for 4 on free throws, and 3 for 5 from the field goals. In second place will be Natalie McNeil with 11 points, 5 for 6 on free throws, 3 for 5 on field goals. And in third, Maddie Schreiber with 9 points, 1 for 1 on free throws, 4 for 6 on field goals. Meanwhile, for your Oakland Golden Grizzlies, in first place is number 25, Kennedy Montu, with 15 points, 4 for 5 on free throws, 3 for 4 on threes. Meanwhile, 11 points is Brooke Quarles-Daniels, who going into this game is their leading scorer, averaging about 12.1 points a game. She's just about at that pace with 11, 1 for 2 on free throws, 5 for 7 on field goals. Meanwhile, in third place, Alexis Johnson with 7, 1 for 1 on threes, 3 for 3 on field goals. Looks like play will be resuming just pretty soon. Refs are still discussing over what the call in the court will be. If I had to guess, it should be like a foul on Green Bay, because by the looks of it, Bailey Butler ran right into Kennedy Montu, nearly pretty much tackling her.
Yeah, pretty much. As we were saying, a lot of physicality here in the third quarter.
All right, it looks like it will be an Oakland free throw attempt. Oh, no, never mind.
The inbound pass.
Inbound pass, yes. Markiah McCormick will be doing the honors for the Golden Grizzlies. All right, buzzer goes off, which means play will resume. Waiting for the ref to give the ball to McCormick. Everyone's all bunched up right now. Green Bay's expecting an immediate shot from Oakland right here. All right. McCormick has the ball now. Tosses it to Montu. Flips it to Johnson. Gives it to Quarles-Daniels. Moves around McCormick for 3. Off the mark. Green Bay has the ball now. 8 minutes left in the third period. That will be Natalie McNeil. Gives it to Jasmine Kondrakowicz. Now it goes up for 2. That will be Maddie Schreiber. Now Green Bay cuts the lead down to 3. Oakland still up 48-45. 7:45 left in the third period. Brooke Quarles-Daniels has it on the far perimeter. Heads up into the paint. Goes up for 2, but it's unfortunately no good. Still 48-45. Green Bay has the ball back again. Natalie McNeil gets it to Marion Weston. Weston goes for 3, and it is good. Green Bay has just tied this game up. Less than 7.5 minutes left in the third period.
Oakland's got to make a change here.
That is true. Got to make a little bit more adjustments as Kennedy Montu has the ball now. Looking for an opportunity. Gives it to Alexis Johnson. Johnson charges up. Goes for a 2. No good. Rebound attempt. That's a Beezum. Another rebound attempt for a Beezum, and it goes in. Gets the lead back. 50-48 now for Oakland. 7 minutes left in the third quarter.
Miriam Beezum being the junior from Rochester, New York. She just has sheer size of her 6'2" frame here, and great player. Love to see her under the net with her great rebound ability.
Oakland has the ball now. Kennedy Montu for 3. No good. And it looks like a Golden Grizzly touched the ball last. It heads out of bounds, so it will be Green Bay ball. For the inbound pass, I believe it will be Cassie Schultz of the Green Bay Phoenix that will be passing it in to Marion Weston.
And then subbing for Alexis Johnson will be Madison World Davis.
Yeah, it looked like Johnson was grabbing at her eye or something. It looked to be going out for a little bit. Weston has it now for the Phoenix. Tosses it to McNeil on the near corner. Gives it back to Weston. Flips it over to Maddie Schreiber. Gives it to Cassie Schultz. To Maddie McNeil. Goes for 2. No good. Beezum has it now. Now it's Quarles-Daniels. Passes over to midcourt. Looking. Tossing it to McCormick. Now she's looking. Dribbles it. Gives it to Montu. She has 3 Phoenix on top of her. Now the ball rolls on out of bounds. Looks like it'll be Green Bay ball. Or no, don't be Green Bay ball. It'll be Oakland ball. Madison Royal Davis will be getting the inbound pass. Gives it to Kennedy Montu. Heaves it over to Markiah McCormick. Looking for a lane. Tries to get a screen attempt there by Beezum. When McCormick goes up, it is no good, but there is a whistle called. Looks like Jasmine Kondrakowicz will be charged with a foul right there.
Now give Markiah McCormick 2 free throw attempts.
That is true. Alrighty. Getting ready for the free throw attempt will be Markiah McCormick. This will be her first free throw attempt of the game. Getting ready for her first attempt. Up, and it is good.
Now be Markiah McCormick's first point of the game.
Yep, makes it a 51-48 game for the Golden Grizzlies. 5:52 left in the third period. Now, as she goes for her second free throw attempt, it is up, and it is good. Nice job there by Markiah McCormick. Makes it a 4-point game for the Golden Grizzlies. Meanwhile, Marion Weston of the Green Bay Phoenix heads on over to the offensive territory. Tries to cross up Madison Royal Davis. Up for 2. Off the rim. Oakland gets the ball now. Madison Royal Davis has it. Flips it over to Kennedy Montu. Marches on to midcourt. Gives it to Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Trying to guide the team. Get an opening. Quarles-Daniels has it. Gives it to McCormick. Tosses it to Beezum. Up there's Montu. No good for the three attempt. It's still 52-48 Oakland. 5:15 left in the third period. Green Bay has the ball now. Kondrakowicz to McNeil. Kondrakowicz tries for a screen, but McNeil passes it over to Schultz, but it is turned over to the Golden Grizzlies. Meanwhile, Brooke Quarles-Daniels on the fast break. Gets it. 54-48. Nice job there by Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Makes it a 6-point game. Less than 5 minutes left in the third period. McNeil has it. Schultz from Weston. Looking for something. Gives it to Schreiber. Schreiber right up on the free throw line. Charges up for a 2. Gets nothing, but a whistle is blown. Madison Royal Davis will be called for a foul. So it will be a free throw attempt for the Green Bay Phoenix. Maddie Schreiber will be doing the honors there for Green Bay. Meanwhile, Alexis Johnson will be coming back in after a little scare right there. She was grabbing her eye a little bit about a few minutes ago, but luckily she's all right to come back in the game. All right, Schreiber's first free throw attempt is up, and it is good. Makes it 54-49, Oakland.
Makes her 1 for 1 on free throws. It being her first free throw of the game.
Meanwhile, her second is up and no good. Spins around on the rim, but goes out instead of in. Meanwhile, Oakland has the ball now. Markiah McCormick has it. Tosses it to Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Gives it back to McCormick, who lobs it to Abizam. Hands it off to Quarles-Daniels. Looking for an opening. Has McCormick open for the three. Oh, that looked like it was about to go in too, but it spins off the rim. On the rebound attempt is Quarles-Daniels, and it is good. 56-49 plus the N1 for Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Nice job for drawing the foul there on number 5.
Great and 1 there for Brooke Quarles-Daniels.
Right. Jasmine Kondrakowicz will be subbed out by number 24, Natalie Anderson. Meanwhile, Brooke Quarles-Daniels tying her shoes to get ready for this free throw attempt. Don't want to trip on the shoelaces.
No, not at all.
Here's her and 1 attempt. Goes up, and it is good. Meanwhile, Green Bay gets the ball after that free throw attempt made by Brooke Quarles-Daniels. A little over 4 minutes left in the third period. Oakland is up by 8. And it is picked off by Oakland. Nice turnover there by Alexis Johnson, coming just back in as the whistle is blown. Looks like it was a travel on Alexis Johnson. All right, inbound pass for Green Bay will be Cassie Schultz will be doing it for the Phoenix.
Miriam Abizam tying her shoes.
All right.
Make sure she doesn't trip.
She'll pass it in to Marion Weston. Crosses midcourt, gives it back to Schultz. Lobs it back to Weston. Tries to cross up Alexis Johnson. Goes up and is no good. Nice defense there by Miriam Abizam. Get the ball back for Oakland. Meanwhile, it is nearly ripped out by Cassie Schultz. It'll be a jump ball. Oakland's ball now. Kenny DiMonte will be getting the inbound pass for the Golden Grizzlies. Yes, Brooke Quarles-Daniels right next to her. Maddie Schreiber will be, and Marion Weston are both guarding Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Meanwhile, heaves it to Markiah McCormick. Crosses over to midcourt. Less than 3.5 minutes left in the third period. Oakland is up by 8, 57-49 as McCormick has the ball now. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Looking for an opening. Heads over to the near side. Brooke Quarles-Daniels loses it, and it goes right into the hands of a Phoenix. As Schultz has it now. And it looks like there will be a whistle blown. Foul on one of the Phoenix members. There'll be a timeout now for the Green Bay Phoenix. Good enough time now to take a short break. This is the 88.3 FM WXOU, your home for OU basketball. So far, Oakland has control of the game as we head over to the break. Alrighty there. Sorry for that short break. Welcome back. This is 88.3 FM WXOU, your home for OU basketball. Right now, Golden Grizzlies are up in this women's basketball matchup against one of the top teams in the Horizon League, 57-49. But before we can resume play, let's go to Harjun Buttar for Sideline report. Harj, you have it.
Hey guys, despite the lackluster season thus far from the Oakland Golden Grizzlies, they seem to be in high spirits. Head coach Dina Richards said in her post-game following the loss to Milwaukee, quote, "That's an easy fix. It's a good talking to. It's a good, let's get in the gym and figure this out. And it's an easy fix if they're willing to fix it. Words of positivity like this should prove encouraging for the Golden Grizzlies." Back to you guys.
Thank you, Harj. Thank you.
Truer words can never be. That's facts. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's all good.
Well, look, thankfully, Oakland has been holding their own against one of the top teams in the Horizon League. They're up by 8 right now. 3:10 left in the third period. They have had. At first, it looked like Green Bay was going to have control of the game back. They're going to wrestle it back. They're making plenty of threes, making plenty of free throws, but luckily in the last couple minutes, Oakland has been able to get the momentum back on their side.
Totally agree. And right now, there was a little scare there in the beginning of this third quarter that Green Bay was coming back from that 7-point lead. And, right now they're at 49. But Oakland snapping back there with 40 or 57 points right now. Oakland's looking pretty good right now. But for them to keep up the score, they need to make sure that they lock them down and make sure that they get those points up. You know what I mean? Oakland's been doing a really good job against the number one team here in the Horizon League. And, hopefully they can keep it up.
Yep. Like you said, I hope they keep it up. So far, that's been the case. But we still got plenty of basketball to play, especially in this third quarter. We still got 3 minutes left in there. We got another 15 minutes. 10 minutes? Yep.
10-minute quarter.
Yeah, 10 minutes, my bad. Another 10 minutes in the fourth quarter. Anything can happen, like I said earlier and before the game started. But that was more of the case of Oakland coming up with a huge upset. But Green Bay could try and adjust right now and get this lead back as play is resumed. Inbound pass right now for Cassie Schultz. Marion Weston has it now for the Phoenix. Markai McCormick is guarding her, gives it back to Schultz. Gives it to McNeil. Charges up into the paint, goes up for two, and it is good. Now it is 57-51 Oakland with less than 3 minutes left. Montu heaves it over to Alexis Johnson. Flips it back to Quarles Daniels. Charges up to midcourt. Looking for an opening with about 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Quarles Daniels gives it to McCormick. Heaves it over to Miriam Abizam as a whistle is blown. It looks like if we had an and one attempt as Abizam scores 59-51. Nice job right there to generate the foul on top of getting the extra 2 points and making it an 8-point game. Hopefully she can make it a 9-point game with this and one.
This would be Miriam Abizam's second and one of the game.
Right, here she goes. Her and one is up, and it is good. Nothing but net. Nice job there. 60-51 now Oakland with 2.5 minutes left in the third period. Marion Weston has it now for the Phoenix. Gives it to Cassie Schultz. Gives it to Natalie McNeil. As Alexis Johnson and Miriam Beeson on her. Beeson tries to swat it from her. Unfortunately, is out of her reach as Green Bay scores. 60-53 now as Oakland has the ball. Daniels has it. Gets tripped up there by Natalie McNeil, but gets right back up and gives it to Alexis Johnson, who gives it to Kennedy Montu. And now as Miriam Abizam draws a foul there on Natalie Anderson, it'll be Oakland ball. Looks like it'll be another free throw attempt for the Golden Grizzlies. It'll be Miriam Abizam once again to be going up to the line.
Miriam Abizam right now is 2 for 3 on free throws.
Alrighty. First free throw attempt is up and good.
That'll be 3 for 4.
Doing a phenomenal job right now as she hits double-digit points on the game. 10 points for Miriam Abizam. Now her second free throw attempt is up, and it is good. Make that 11 points. As it is now 62-53. Oakland up by 9 as we head into the last 2 minutes of the third period. Cassie Schultz has it now for the Phoenix. Gives it to Natalie McNeil. Gives it back to Schultz. Charges up for 2. And it is good. 62-55 now for the Golden Grizzlies. Less than 2 minutes left in the third period. Brooke Quarles Daniels has it now. Crosses midcourt. Speeds up a little bit. Now she backpedals. Looking for an opening. Alexis Johnson now has it on the near perimeter. Kennedy Montu. And it looks like it will be a whistle blown on Miriam Abizam. So it will be Green Bay ball now. Inbound pass will be Cassie Schultz. Going to give it to Marion Weston. Alrighty, as they both cross midcourt. Less than 90 seconds left in the third period. Schultz has it now. Gives it to Weston. Who then flips it over to Maddie Schreiber. Tosses it to Natalie Anderson. Gives it to Natalie McNeil. McNeil right underneath the rim. Knocked down by Miriam Abizam. Meanwhile, Linda Von Schaik is going to be subbing in for Miriam Abizam for the Golden Grizzlies. Linda Von Schaik is one of Oakland's top scorers so far. Right now, their top scorer is Brooke Quarles Daniels. Oh, never mind. Never mind. She's still up there in the top 4. Meanwhile, inbound pass for the Green Bay Phoenix. Schreiber has it. Von Schaik's right on top of her. As the whistle is blown as Green Bay draws a foul on Linda Von Schaik. It looks like it'll be a free throw attempt for the Phoenix. Number 34, Maddie Schreiber, will be doing the honors for the Phoenix. All right, Von Schaik goes back out as Madison Royal Davis subs in for her.
Madison Strider here. She's shooting 50% from the free throw line.
All right, here goes her first attempt. Schreiber's attempt is up, and it is good. 62-56 now, Oakland, with 1:05 left in the third period. All right, here goes her second attempt. Is up, and it is good. Cuts the lead down to about 5 as Oakland's up 62-57 with 1:05 left in the third. Going for the inbound pass is Alexis Johnson, who gives it to Markiah McCormick. Dribbles it in. Mary Weston pressed up, trying to get the ball out of her hands. McCormick charges into her. Alexis Johnson loses the ball, gets it back, doesn't go out of bounds, tries and goes for a pass, gets it to Montu, but unfortunately it is stolen by the Phoenix. Cassie Schultz has it now for the Phoenix. Charges up into the paint, goes up for 2, and it is good, and gets the and 1 attempt as well. So far, this last minute has not been looking good for the Golden Grizzlies.
We have 43 seconds left.
Yep, Cassie Schultz has a chance to cut this lead from 3 to 2 with this and 1. Or not, or is it? Yes, it is Cassie Schultz.
Cassie Schultz currently sits at 100% free throw.
And she
attempt.
still is at 100% as she's now 3 for 3. Cuts the lead down to 2 points as we head to the last 30 seconds of this third period. Madison Royal Davis has it. Gets it to, flips it to Kennedy Montu. Goes up, hits the backboard, and does not go in. But luckily, a foul is drawn. So there will be a free... Oh, never mind. A foul is drawn on Oakland. Looks like it'll be another inbound pass for the Green Bay Phoenix. It'll be Cassie Schultz will be doing it. Kennedy Montu does not look happy about that. Meanwhile, Marion Weston has it now as she crosses midcourt. 20 seconds left in the third period. Oakland only up by 2. Johnson tries to steal it. Still in the hands of the Phoenix. Natalie McNeil has it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 10 seconds left in the game, in the third period. Schultz. Looking. 3 seconds left. Going for a shot. No good with 0.8 seconds left as the shot clock goes out. There'll be a shot clock violation. It'll be Oakland ball now.
Only 0.8 seconds to make something happen here.
Meanwhile, Coach Borseth of the Green Bay Phoenix is absolutely livid, thinking there should be a foul right there as the third quarter comes to an end. Now, it didn't look so good for the Golden Grizzlies, but they still have that lead. It's 62-60 Golden Grizzlies against the Green Bay Phoenix.
And for Oakland Golden Grizzlies, right now in this fourth quarter, this is going to be the most detrimental part of this game. They're going to need to put on some serious points because Green Bay is fired up right now. They've been able to come back. And we're going to send it over to Giovanni in the studio. We'll be back in the fourth quarter.
You're listening to Golden Grizzlies basketball on 88.3 FM WXOU. Welcome in, everybody, to the Golden Grizzlies quarter show here on WXOU Sports. After 3 quarters of play, the score is close. Oakland maintains their lead they had from halftime, but it is shrunken now only to 2. 62-60 is the score, Oakland with a 2-point lead. Halftime score was 47-40, and Green Bay made some adjustments at halftime in order to get them back into the game, leaving it now anybody's game at this point. Green Bay, the top team in the Horizon League, undefeated so far this season in conference play. Oakland looking to snap that streak in the arena tonight, and it looks like it's going to be close. Going over the stats so far, McNeil for Green Bay leads the team in scoring with 15. Scherber, 14 points. Butler, 12 points. And Schiltz, 10 points, all for Green Bay. For Oakland's leading scorers, Quarles Daniels, 16 points. Montu, 15. Ibiza, 11 points. And Johnson with 7. A couple of players, one of each team, is in foul trouble right now. That will have big implications on the rest of play. For Green Bay, Butler is with 4 fouls right now, and for the Golden Grizzlies, 4 fouls for Linda Van Schaik. 2 key players for both squads, so they're going to have to adjust around that. They've been doing so far in the third quarter. It's going to be a close game, so don't go anywhere on WXOU Sports. We'll be right back for the last 10 minutes of play on the Blacktop. 62-60, Golden Grizzlies lead.
Welcome back. You're listening to 88.3 FM WXOU, your home for OU basketball. If you're just tuning in right now, this is an Oakland women's basketball matchup between top team in the Horizon League, Green Bay Phoenix, as we enter the final period of the game. Oakland is up by 2 right now, 62-60, as Green Bay has the ball. Jasmine Kondrakowicz has the ball now, gives it to Natalie Anderson, who gives it to Marion Weston. Flips it over to Natalie McNeil. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Gives to Anderson as a whistle is blown. And that'll be Oakland ball. Looked like it was a travel, I believe, on the Phoenix. Wow. Crossing midcourt now is Brooke Quarles-Daniels with Kennedy Montu to her right. Got Markai McCormick to the left. Flips it to McCormick on the near corner. Marches on over to Kennedy Montu, who gives the ball to. Now hands it off to Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Looking for an opportunity as there's 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Quarles-Daniels up and good. 64-60 now, Oakland, to start off the scoring in the fourth quarter.
Oakland starting off to create some space between this gap here.
Meanwhile, Green Bay has the ball now. Natalie Anderson has it. Madison Royal Davis right next to her. Natalie McNeil with the ball. Goes up for 2, but she is fouled by Kennedy Montu. So I believe it will be a free throw attempt. Yep, it will be a free throw attempt for the Phoenix. That'll be Natalie McNeil who will be doing the honors.
Natalie McNeil is currently 5 for 6 on free throw attempts.
And altogether, Green Bay has made 88% of their free throws as they make yet another one, as Natalie McNeil is 6 for 7. Alrighty.
One more attempt here.
Referee's waiting. Looks like Royal Davis is trying to tie her shoe before the next free throw attempt. All right, Natalie McNeil has it. Second shot is up, and it is good. Cuts the lead down to 2 points as Cassie Schiltz will be subbing in, as Jasmine Kondrakowicz will be heading to the bench. Less than 9 minutes left in the game. Oakland is only up by 2 points against the Green Bay Phoenix. Quarles-Daniels has it as she crosses midcourt. As she passes it to McCormick, but she loses control as it goes out of bounds. It is now an inbound pass for the Phoenix. Marion Weston has it now for the Phoenix. She has Alexis Johnson on her. Flings it to Natalie Anderson. Almost loses it. Gives it to Weston. Charges up. Loses the ball. Rebounded by Maddie Schreiber, who then gives it to Natalie McNeil. Goes off the rim and no good. Still 2-point game for the Golden Grizzlies. For Quarles-Daniels has it. Kennedy Montu for 3. Just off the mark. Green Bay has the ball now. 8:20 left. On the fast break, Maddie Schreiber is blocked by Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Excellent defense there. Trying to hustle back to the defensive zone to prevent it from being tied. Nice job there. Meanwhile, Markai McCormick is being subbed out. Meanwhile, inbound pass for the Phoenix. A little miscommunication right there. Natalie Anderson gets a hand on it, gets it to Natalie McNeil. Heads over to the left side. Flips it to Anderson, who tries to give it to Schiltz, but it goes out of bounds, and it will be Oakland ball. Alrighty, for the inbound pass this time, it will be Alexis Johnson. Meanwhile, Jasmine Kondrakowicz will be subbing in for Green Bay as Natalie Anderson goes out.
Seeing a lot of aggression here and a lot of really good hustle that Oakland's been bringing to the table. They realize that this is the #1 team in the Horizon League, and they want nothing but to beat them here today.
Meanwhile, pass by Quarles Daniels is stolen by Maddie Schreiber, but it moves on out of bounds. It'll be Oakland ball once again. Kennedy Montu will be performing the inbound pass. Gives it to Quarles Daniels. Crosses midcourt. Looks for a lane. Gives it to Kennedy Montu. Montu charges up as a whistle is blown. Looks like Maddie Schreiber will be called for the foul right there. That'll be her second personal foul this game as Oakland goes for an inbound pass. That's Kennedy Montu to Madison Royal Davis, who gives it to Alexis Johnson, hands it off to Brooke Quarles Daniels, feeds it to Kennedy Montu for three. Once again, just off the mark. Ever since she was on fire that couple quarters ago, she has not made a single three. Well, Green Bay has it now. Jasmine Kodrakowicz gives it to Bailey Butler, who gives it to Natalie McNeil. Goes up for two, and she ties it up for the Phoenix. It is now 64 apiece with 7:20 left in the game.
Oakland, go ahead.
Okay, Brooke Quarles Daniels has it, gives it to Alexis Johnson, who flips it over to Kenny Montu. Raymond Beatham trying to get an opening to break this tie. But Montu charges up, goes up for two, off the rim. Not attempted rebound there by Beatham, but no good.
And on top of that, Oakland has been just trying to get this gap, and Green Bay has been closing it. Every time Oakland gets a couple points, Green Bay responds with a couple more.
Meanwhile, Bailey Butler has it for the Phoenix. Gives it to Cassie Schultz, who gives it back to Butler. Tosses it to McNeil. Gives it to Schultz for three and is airballed. Rebound attempt by Kodrakowicz is good, so they get the lead back. 66-64 Green Bay now. Well, Daniels has it for the Golden Grizzlies, looking to try and get the tie back or even take the lead now with a three. Kennedy Montu to Madison Royal Davis. Gives it to Alexis Johnson. Johnson to Beatham. Goes up. No good. Rebound attempt by Beatham. That goes up. Taken by the Phoenix. Schultz has it. Bailey Butler. Over to Jasmine Kodrakowicz, who gives it to Maddie Schreiber. Bailey Butler goes up. No good. Rebound attempt for Schultz. Up. No good either. 6 minutes left. But, Coach Dina Richard is calling for a travel right there, but it doesn't look like she's getting it. Madison Royal Davis instead will be called for the foul as Jasmine Dupree-Hebert will be filling in for Miriam Abizam. Bailey Butler will be getting the inbound pass for the Green Bay Phoenix. It is being resumed. Never mind. Looks like another substitution will be in. Madison Royal Davis is out. Maddie Skorupski is in.
And Oakland has just been leading in rebounds right now, 29 to Green Bay's 18. By the help of Miriam Abizam, great rebound artist here, along with Kennedy Montu.
Meanwhile, Green Bay scores right there to make it 68-64. And it looks like we are getting an and one attempt. It'll be 66-68 now. I believe that was Kennedy Montu that will be getting the and one there.
Getting close to breaking up this lead here that Green Bay has.
Hopefully, Oakland finds a way to come back and get this lead back. And never mind, it looks like it'll be Brooke Quarles Daniels, not Kennedy Montu, for the N1 attempt.
Green Bay has been playing an amazing game so far, coming back from that lead there. But Oakland has also been playing amazing ball here, being the number 17. You would never expect that there'd be so much hustle right now, but Oakland has been showing different, and that's good for the N1.
And one attempt is good for Quarles Daniels, cuts the lead now to one. 5:46 left in the fourth period. Green Bay's up by one as Maddie Schreiber has the ball now. Gives it to Jasmine Kodrakowicz, who gives it to Marion Weston. Weston going left, going right, going back to the left. Tosses it to Natalie McNeil. Heads up in the paint as a whistle is blown. I believe that will be a foul on Brooke Quarles Daniels for a hold.
And this has very well been turning into a nail biter. As the time goes by, it becomes more suspenseful. You never know what's going to happen.
You never know. Meanwhile, Green Bay with the inbound pass. Marion Weston has it. Gives it to Schultz. Kondrakowicz has it underneath the rim. Goes up for two with the finger roll, and it is good. Now Oakland is down by 3 with 5:14 left in the fourth. Skorupski has it now. They need a 3 if they want to get some momentum back on their side. Alexis Johnson has it. Flips it to Hebert, who gives it to Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Got to get it in the hands of your best shooter there. Skorupski to Jasmine Dupree-Hebert. Back to Skorupski. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. 2 to Hebert. 2-on-2. Charging up. Gives it to Skorupski. Skorupski for 3. Knocked down by Kondrakowicz. And now we'll have a media timeout for this. Right now, Green Bay is up 70 to 67 with a little under 5 minutes left in this game. We'll be taking a short break. This is 88.3 FM WXOU, your home for OU basketball. Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. You are listening to 88.3 FM WXOU, your home for OU basketball. Very intense matchup in this women's basketball matchup. Oakland is only down by 3, 70 to 67 against the Green Bay Phoenix. Linda Von Schaik will be resuming play with this inbound pass. On 2, Maddie Skorupski, Brooke Quarles-Daniels, and Alexis Johnson in right now on the court. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Skorupski has it and then loses it. And as Coach Richard is fuming right now as someone was wrestled to the ground. It looked like Natalie McNeil was wrestled to the ground by Maddie Skorupski right there. Alexis Johnson will be fouled on the play. And it will be a free throw attempt for the Phoenix.
And as we've been saying, like the Green Bay Phoenix, they've been having amazing free throw percentage. Just amazing free throw percentage here so far.
Speaking of which, first free throw attempt for Natalie McNeil is good, and her second one is also good. Green Bay grows that lead to 5 with less than 5 minutes left in the game.
I'll make her 9 for 10 on free throws.
All right, Linda Von Schaik has it now for the Grizzlies. She's called for, it looks like she's getting called for a travel right there. Or never mind, it looks like Jasmine Kondratsky will be fouled on the play, and Linda Von Schaik will be getting a free throw attempt. Alrighty, here goes her first free throw attempt. It's up, and it is no good. Bounces right off the rim.
Van Schaik is now 2 for 3 on free throws.
Hopefully she can try and get her first points since the beginning of the half. Up, and it is no good. Still at 5 points and is now 2 for 4 on free throws. Game is still 72-67 in favor of the Phoenix. Jasmine Kondrakowicz, as it gives it to McNeil, gives it to Schultz, who then gives it to Marion Weston, who gives it back to Natalie McNeil. Heads up into the paint. Nice block right there by Brooke Quarles-Daniels. On the fast break is Kennedy Montu. Looking for an opportunity. Gives it to Skorupski. Feeds it to Alexis Johnson. Von Schaik dribbles with it. Hands it off to Skorupski. Throws it to Brooke Quarles-Daniels. 16 seconds left on the shot clock. Quarles-Daniels goes up, and it is good. Cuts that lead down to 3. Nice job there by Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Entering the 20-point range. 21 points for Brooke Quarles-Daniels in this game. 69-72. Less than 4 minutes left in the game. Green Bay has the ball now.
72-69 here. Green Bay
Weston
ball.
has it as looks like a free throw attempt there for Phoenix. Alexis Johnson is getting fouled on the play right there. That is her 4th foul of the game. Natalie Anderson will be filling in for the Phoenix. Going out is Jasmine Kondrakowicz. Free throw attempt there now for Marion Weston. First one is up, and it is good. 73-69 now. That is her 4th point of the game for Weston. Now her second one is up, and it is no good. 73-69 now. 3:36 left in the game. Green Bay up against the Golden Grizzlies. Oakland needs to find an answer right now before time runs out. Maddie Skorupski has it. Gives it to Kennedy Montu. Charges up for two. And it is good with the and one. It is now 73-71 Green Bay.
Great hustle by Montu.
It looks like Montu will also get the and one attempt. Hopefully she can cut this lead down to one with just 3 minutes left in the game. Alrighty, Montu has the ball. Free throw, up, and good. Nothing but net for Montu, 72-73. That puts Montu at 18 points on the game.
Montu is now shooting 5 for 6 on free throw attempts.
Green Bay has the ball now with 3:17 left in the fourth period. Marion Weston has it, gives it to Cassie Schultz. Or Schultz gives it now back to Weston, who gives it to Natalie Anderson. Who gives it to Natalie McNeil. Trying to look for an opening. Passes it over to Schreiber. Meanwhile, for three, no good from Natalie Anderson. Rebound attempt for Green Bay, however, is good. Is now 75-72 Phoenix. 2:55 left in the game. Oakland needs to come up with an answer right now before this game's over. Brooke Quarles-Daniels has it on the far perimeter. Hands it out to Skorupski, who gives it to Von Schaik. Von Schaik trying to make a move. Tries to hand it off to Alexis Johnson, but is called for a travel now. Coach Richard is absolutely livid. Green Bay has the ball now. Yeah, it's Cassie Schultz with the inbound pass. And Von Schaik is being subbed out now. They're Miriam Abizam. Coach Richard is not happy right now. All right, Marion Weston has it now for the Phoenix. Nice Skorupski is guarding her. Cassie Schultz has it. 2:34 left. Schultz heaves it over to Marion Weston. Dumps it off to McNeil. Shot is no good. Oakland has the ball now. 2:23 left. Brooke Quarles-Daniels tosses it to Skorupski. Skorupski goes up. No good, but it looks like she'll be drawing the foul there. That foul will be on number 11, Natalie McNeil, as a free throw attempt will be given to the Golden Grizzlies.
Skorupski is currently 2 for 2 on free throws.
Hopefully she can make it 4 for 4 to get this game within one. Skorupski, first one is up, and it is nothing but net. Good job right there. Second free throw attempt now. Cut this lead to 1. Up and good. Now Oakland only needs one more point to tie this game as Coach Richard calls a timeout for the Golden Grizzlies.
Yeah, well-needed timeout here to kind of just come on and discuss things before this game's over. Definitely becoming a nail-biter as soon as we get to the 1 or the 2 minute range here. Great game we've been seeing so far, both sides.
Definitely a great game, especially for a team like the Golden Grizzlies who are coming to this game under 500, going up against one of, if not, the best team in the Horizon League. They have been undefeated against their Horizon League opponents. And Oakland has taken the fight to Green Bay. They had the lead, although so far. However, Green Bay has been able to get it back, but Oakland now has an opportunity to take it back themselves and end this game off with a much-needed win in what has been a phenomenal game. Meanwhile, our game break is brought to you in part by the focus towards transitioning to clean energy. In a world seeking sustainable solutions, clean energy takes center stage. Embrace renewable sources like solar and wind, reducing carbon emissions and dependence on fossil fuels. Clean energy isn't just an option, it's an imperative. Let's come together, harnessing the potential of innovation and building a greener, cleaner tomorrow. The choice is clear. Choose clean energy for a world that thrives. As we head back into play, inbound pass for the Phoenix will be Cassie Schultz, who will be giving it to Marion Weston. Crossing over mid-court will be number 1, Schultz. Nice Skorupski's right on top of her. Flings it over. Now Schultz has it. Gives it to Schreiber. Miriam Abizam is guarding her, trying to go for a block. Johnson over to Schultz. Schultz loses the ball. Unfortunately, Brooke Quarles-Daniels is the last one to touch it, so it'll be an inbound pass for the Phoenix. Alrighty.
This game's getting very close here.
5 seconds left on the shot clock. Less than 2 minutes left in the game. Looks like it'll be another timeout called for the Golden Grizzlies. So if I'm Coach Richard right now, what am I be thinking? You're less than 2 minutes in this game. You've been taking the fight to your opponent, one of the best in the Horizon League. How are you going to try and get your team to calm down and try and keep their cool, as well as try and ice this game for the Grizzlies?
I believe the answer to that, if I was the coach, would be to just make sure that your team is coming back to the basics. You know, I mean, making sure that they're locking things down and making sure that their passing is as clean as possible. Because there's been a bunch of instances in this game where Green Bay has almost got a steal or has gotten a steal because of shoddy passing, and a lot of blocks that Green Bay has gotten as well.
Yeah, Green Bay has definitely cleaned up their passing woes, but Oakland has definitely given up a few more turnovers than they had in the first half. Meanwhile, looks like Golden Grizzly knocks the ball out of bounds, so it will be Green Bay ball once again. Natalie McNeil goes up for 2, and it is good, and it looks like she'll be getting the and one attempt on top of it. And Coach Richard is just not having it this entire game. So the and one attempt will now be made by Natalie McNeil. So far, she has been the top free throw this entire game, going 9 for 10. Looking to make it 10 for 11 right now. There it goes up, and it is good. 78-74 now for Green Bay, as the referees are telling the scorekeepers to change the shot clock from 30 to 28. Looks like it's going to be an inbound pass for the Golden Grizzlies. Alexis Johnson is going to be the one that does the honors. But this is definitely going to be an intense game. About 108 seconds left in the rest of this game. Nail biter right here. 4-point game for Green Bay up against the Golden Grizzlies. As Alexis Johnson gives it to Corals Daniels, who's been having a phenomenal game so far with 23 points. Grubsky has it. Looking for an opening. Goes up for 2. Off the rim. No rebound attempt for the Golden Grizzlies as the whistle is blown. Looks like it's going to be a foul drawn on Oakland, so it's going back the other way, and Green Bay now has control of the court.
How much time left we have here? 1 minute and 35 seconds here to end off this game. 78-74, Green Bay lead right now. Both teams have 3 timeouts left.
Riley Anderson will be going in for the free throws. First one is up, and it is good as they extend the lead to 5. 79-74 Phoenix. There goes their second attempt. Goes up, and it is no good. Nice rebound attempt there for the Golden Grizzlies. Now they got control of the court. 90 seconds left in the fourth period. Down by 5. What do they got cooking up right now? Kenny DeMontu has the ball now. Flips to Alexis Johnson for 3. Just off the mark. Now, Green Bay has it. Crosses midcourt. 1:15 left. Miriam Weston has it, looking for an option. Got Anderson to her left. Dumps it off to Natalie McNeil, who gives it to Maddie Schreiber. Goes for a pass, blocked by Miriam Abizam. And now on the fast break is Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Charging up for 2. No good. No rebound attempt there as the whistle is blown. Looks like Maddie Schreiber is called for a foul right here. It'll be a free throw attempt for the Golden Grizzlies. It'll be Brooke Quarles-Daniels that will be doing the honors.
And Brooke Quarles-Daniels right now is currently sitting at 3-4.
Like I said before, she's having a phenomenal game. 23 points so far on the day for Oakland's top scorer. As she attempts her first free throw, it's up, and it is good. Swishes right in. Cuts the lead down to 4. Less than a minute left in the fourth period. Let's see if she can cut it down to 3. Goes up, and it is no good. It looked like it was about to go in, but it moseys right out. 53 seconds left. Now they're all pressed up, trying to get the ball back. Cassie Schultz has it now for the Phoenix. Trying to get a pass off. Meanwhile, it is now Green Bay looks like it's called for a travel. That'll be Oakland ball. Well, never mind. It'll be Miriam Avizan for the foul. That is not what you want to hear, though. You don't want to be too undisciplined, especially in a time like this where you only got less than a minute left and you're down by 4. Maddie Schreiber will be attempting the free throw attempt. Subbing in for Jasmine Kodrakowicz is Natalie Anderson. Meanwhile, Madison Royal Davis comes in for the Golden Grizzlies. All right, here goes Schreiber's first free throw attempt. Up, and it is good. Makes 11 for 12 so far on the day for her. Second attempt, up and good. It is now an 81-75 ball game. As yet another timeout is called. It'll be a 30-second timeout from the Golden Grizzlies. So far, it's not looking the best for Oakland. They're down by, it looks like 6. They're going to need a lot more to. They need a lot of scoring to happen so far. Less turnovers and whatnot. What are your thoughts right now?
My thoughts right now are that Oakland is. They're going to need a miracle right now. They're going to need a lot of work to get back here in under a minute. It's very dangerous territory, and like I said, you know, Oakland has been coming. They came in this game really good. They started off really good against the #1 team in the Horizon League, and you just can't knock their effort here.
Inbound pass for Brooke Quarles-Daniels. 45.8 seconds left in the game. She tosses it to Madison Royal Davis. Goes to Daniels, but a whistle is blown. And of course, as the whistle is blown, Brooke Quarles-Daniels scores. So the points do not count. But now it'll be a free throw attempt for Quarles-Daniels. First free throw is up and no good. He still has one more attempt. Try to cut this lead down to 5. All right, here we go. Second free throw attempt is up, and it is good. So Oakland's cut the lead down to 5, although there's still 41 seconds left in the game. They need a miracle right now to try and come back. Well, there's another timeout being called by Coach Richard. Be sure to subscribe to WXOU Sports on YouTube for all things sports from your favorite studio radio station. We got all kinds of stuff like interviews, highlights, and full game broadcasts like this on our YouTube channel. You just have to search WXOU Sports on YouTube and hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Be up to date on all things WXOU Sports.
And into this coming in this game, you can't really want anything more than, if you're an Oakland fan, you can't really want anything more than what they've been bringing right now. Just tremendous hustle. I've said it multiple times in the broadcast. Just so much power, so much hard work here. They realize that this is the #1 team, and anyone would want to win against the #1 team, especially from Oakland's standpoint right now. They have a lot to gain and also a lot to lose here.
All right, inbound pass for the Phoenix will be Cassie Schultz. However, the referee blows the whistle. I wonder what they're doing right now.
Be a free
Skorupski fouls right there. That's her 5th foul. Is that? No, that's her 3rd foul on the game. Meanwhile, Marion Weston with the free throw attempt up and no good. Still 81-76. All right, Marion Weston attempting another free throw attempt up and no good once again. Oakland now has a shot. Brooke Quarles-Daniels marches on over, zooming across the court, trying to look for an opening. Gives it to Alexis Johnson. Feeds it over to Kennedy Montu. Charges up into the paint for 2. And it's in. There we go. 81-78 right now. 3-point game. 31 seconds left in the remaining part of this game. Nice job right there by Kennedy Montu to cut this lead to 3 points. She even gets the and 1 too. Hopefully she can get the and 1 and get to cut this down to 2. Much like Brooke Quarles-Daniels, Kennedy Montu is having herself a game as well. That was her 20th point as well. Both Quarles-Daniels and Kennedy Montu have both hit 20 points as a timeout is now called by the Phoenix.
And folks, this game is very, very close. One of the most suspenseful games I've seen in a minute. And yeah, 31.1 seconds left in the game. All these timeouts are being utilized to make sure that this is as secureable as possible for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. The coaches are just utilizing everything right now, but Green Bay definitely does not want to lose this.
That is true. No one wants to lose a game, especially in a case like this when you're one of the top teams in the Horizon League and you have been undefeated against all your other division rivals. Losing to a team that is under 500 does not look well for you, especially with how close you are to the home stretch of the season. So hopefully Coach Richard finds a way to draw up some kind of game plan that will drive Oakland to a stunning upset over the Phoenix.
Yeah, Green Bay has a 2-point lead. If you're Oakland, all you want to do is in this possession, when Green Bay has the ball, make sure that you lock them up. Make sure that they cannot score. And when you get that ball back, get that 2 and hopefully send it in overtime or a 3 possibly.
Possibly. They have the shooters to do it.
But to have the safe route, I believe that the 2 is the safest way to go about it.
That is true. All right. Resuming play right now is Green Bay with an inbound pass. And now another whistle is blown. Looks like it'll be another inbound pass for the Phoenix. Never mind, it'll be a free throw attempt for Green Bay. You can't be undisciplined in this situation, especially when you have 30 seconds left in the game. Marion Weston will be doing the honors right now. First free throw attempt is up, and it is no good. Oakland crowd is starting to fire up in these last 30 seconds. Second attempt is up, and it is no good. Oakland has the ball now, and it looks like it'll be another timeout called.
Folks, this is
definitely an electric atmosphere right now.
Absolutely. One of the closest games I've seen in so long, or in a minute, actually.
This is definitely up there with the Central Michigan game that I would call about a month back. Both of those games were very intense, down to the last second. This one is no different.
Especially the magnitude of where these teams are in the Horizon League. You cannot ask for I'd say a better basketball game. Both teams have been playing tremendous basketball. Just been very entertaining throughout all 4 quarters so far.
It has very much been. Although you got to think about this for a second. Oakland was up by a decent amount heading into halftime, and now they're down by 2 with about 30 seconds left in the game.
Right now, Green Bay dropping off in that free throw percentage.
Yes, they were perfect at one point, going about 10 for 10 altogether. Meanwhile, Alexis Johnson has it. Gives it to Kenny Montu. Goes up for 2. And it is in. Tie game right now. 24 seconds left in the game. Nice job there by Kennedy Montu. 23 points around the game. Green Bay has it now. 18 seconds. Now they got to clamp up on D. That is Natalie McNeil. Unfortunately, Work Holozanos trips, but McNeil misses right there as she is now down on the court. Looks like she hurt something in her leg as we get an injury timeout.
12 seconds, 12.3 seconds left in this game. Tie game right now.
Looks like it'll be a free throw attempt there. That is not what you want to do if you're Oakland. You do not, like I said before, undisciplined right as we are hitting the end of the game. Especially in a situation like this. You're tied right now. You had all the momentum, and now you're about to give Green Bay a chance to put the nail in the coffin right now.
I'll tell you, folks, it's something crazy here in this arena. A lot of suspense. The silence is deafening.
It is very much. Now it's starting to heat up right now. Natalie McNeil, first free throw attempt is up, and it is no good. So far looking good for the Golden Grizzlies. Now let's see if Natalie McNeil goes for again. Second one is up, and it is no good. Brooke Rosanos has it, and now is another timeout called by Oakland.
The arena is fired up right now.
And they should be. This game's tied up against the best team in the Horizon League.
This is just great basketball, folks. Great basketball we're seeing today.
This is the arena may not be completely filled, but you can tell by the atmosphere it is absolutely electric.
We have Coach Davis over here, or Coach, one of the coach,
Coach Richards.
Coach Richards. My apologies. Drumming up a play right here for the end of this game. I mean, 12 seconds. You don't have much time to make this work. And worst case scenario, have to go into OT. But other than that,
all right, this crowd is electric. Only 11 seconds left in this game. Inbound pass now is Kennedy Montu. Let's see what Coach Richard had cooking up for this these last few seconds. All right, Montu has it. Dumps it off to Alexis Johnson. Looking for an opportunity. 10 seconds left. Johnson gives it to Coros Daniels. Loses it. Still in our court. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2, 1. And it's in! 1 second. Coros Daniels gets it for the Golden Grizzlies. 83-81 right now for Oakland. 1.4 seconds left. This arena is hyped right now.
And the Oakland Golden Grizzlies have just beaten the #1 team in the Horizon
Let's
League.
not get too far just yet. It's a timeout now by Green Bay. They still have an opportunity to go for a buzzer beater. They could tie this game or even put the nail in the coffin. But that was a phenomenal play right there by Brooke Coros Daniels.
And if you're a Grizzlies fan, you are so hyped right now. It's the feeling in this arena is electric right now. It's just amazing right now, folks. 1 second left in this game. Green Bay does have an opportunity to tie this up or even get a buzzer beater 3. But right now, it's looking really good for the Golden Grizzlies. Like I said, tremendous hustle throughout this game. Coming off that Milwaukee loss, they have everything to gain and everything to lose at the same time.
This is, like you said, it's an electric game, but don't forget, be sure to stay tuned all season long for extended coverage of Oakland Golden Grizzlies athletics. WXOU is proud to be working with some of the finest managers, coaches, technical staff, and players that the NCAA has to offer. Continued support by you, the fans. Help us become a better media and more refined representation of young athletes living their dreams. From where we started this past October to where we are now, 88.3 FM continues to grow in its outreach. Now here we go, last few seconds of this game. Natalie Anderson has the inbound pass right now. Madison Royal Davis guarding that inbound pass. Coach Richard is fired up right now. So is this crowd. Let's see what they got going on. Anderson has it. Looking for an open Phoenix. Heaves it over. Gives it to Strider. Goes up. Doesn't get it. And the game is over. Oakland wins it. Snaps out undefeated streak for the.
And the Oakland Golden Grizzlies have just beat the #1 team in the Horizon League. What an amazing game here, folks. Both teams playing their hearts out for this. Oakland just shown that they wanted it more. And you could not want anything more than this. And stay tuned, folks. With this, we're going to have this post-game interview with our sideline Harjun Buttar here.
Yes, Oakland
Amazing
snatching
game
victory
here.
from the jaws of defeat. At one point, they were up by 7 at half, and it looked like all hope was lost. But fortunately enough, with a clutch play by their top scorer, Brooke Coros Daniels, ending off the game with 27 points, they were able to knock off one of the best teams in the Horizon League.
Amazing game, folks, for this Saturday afternoon. Amazing, folks. The energy in this arena is outstanding.
Green Bay is absolutely stunned right now.
Remember, we're going to have and that will be the first league loss for Green Bay Phoenix.
Yeah, Oakland goes up to 8-9. Meanwhile, Green Bay falls to 15-4. They're still near the top of the Horizon League, but they have snapped their undefeated streak in this division. Meanwhile, our sideline reporter Harjun Buttar will shortly be giving an interview to Kennedy Montu, the second leading scorer of the game, ending off with 23 points.
Kennedy Montu 23 points, like you just said.
Brooke Rose-Daniels, 27.
6 for 7 free throws, 3 for 8 on three-point attempts, but also just amazing play here, guys.
Alrighty, now let's hand it over to Harj Buttar with the interview with Kennedy Montu. Harj?
Hi, Kennedy.
Hi.
It's your third double-digit performance in 5 games. How do you become more consistent in those shots? Because when you go out, you're electric.
I mean, my team just believes in me, so I just keep shooting and do what I'm supposed to do. I mean, the coaches tell me, be confident, be myself, and my teammates believe in me.
You guys turned up the physicality and got a lot more shots in the paint. I know that was your bread and butter early on, and I know it kind of seemed to slow down. How did you guys take the pressure from your outside shooters against such a good defense?
I mean, that's all we have to do. As long as we pressure, we play our game. We just beat the number 1 team in the league.
I was about to say, I know you just beat the number 1 team, and I know your goals as a team are much loftier than just beating one team, but this one must feel good right now.
I mean, it feels amazing. We played our butts off till the end, till the minute mark, down to a second. And I mean, that's all we have to do. We just played our hearts out today. We just left it all on the floor. Coach G said before the game, we have nothing to lose and everything to gain, and that's
Gutsy performance against the number 1 team in the Horizon League. Your Oakland Golden Grizzlies come out victorious. Thank you so much, Kennedy.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Harj.
Thank you, Harj. That was an excellent interview right there. Anyways, like I said, a phenomenal upset there by Oakland, winning 83-81, pushing them up to 8-9 altogether, and snapping Green Bay's undefeated streak in the Horizon League. Thank you all for listening. I've been Noah Stalker on play-by-play here with Joey Hayes on color. And join us next time, as we will see you soon.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Golden Grizzlies post-game show. You just heard the Golden Grizzlies defeat the undefeated Green Bay Phoenix, who sat at the top of the Horizon League. The upset has arrived for the Golden Grizzlies, winning 83-81. It was a phenomenal game. The lead went back and forth both ways throughout the game. Green Bay had a 27-20 lead in the first quarter. Oakland had a 47-40 lead at halftime, and it kept going back and forth throughout the game. Oakland kept it close and ended up sticking around long enough for the final shot to be made. Once again, final score, 83-81. Let's break down the stats here from WXOU Sports Studio. Brooke Quarles-Daniels led the game and led the Golden Grizzlies with 27 points and an efficient 11 of 14 from the floor. 5 of 8 from the free throw line as well. 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals, 1 block in 37 minutes played. She had the game of her life. Kennedy Montu, who you just heard from on the sideline, second in scoring for the Golden Grizzlies, 23 points, another efficient 7 of 13, 3 of 8 from the arc, 6 of 7 from the line, 4 rebounds and assists, and 3 steals in the game for Montu, and then Mary Mabizum with 11 points, 3 of 5 from the floor, 5 of 6 from the line, 8 rebounds, led the Golden Grizzlies. She fouled out in the game, playing only 17 minutes. As for Green Bay, their leading scorer, 24 points from Natalie McNeil, 7 of 13, with 10 of 13 from the field and from the line, respectively. Scherber, 5 of 9, 1 of 1 from 3, 5 of 6 from the line for 16 points, and then Bailey Butler, 12 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, and 4 of 4 from the line. She fouled out and was only able to play 22 minutes. It was a great game from both sides. Oakland gets the win against the top team in the Horizon League. A big improvement from their last game at home against the other Wisconsin team in Milwaukee. And they will go on to play the Cleveland State Vikings Thursday at 7 p.m. You can listen to that game right here on WXOU. And from Giovanni Moceri here in studio, from Joey Hayes, Noah Stalker, and Harj Buttar down in the arena, we thank you for tuning in to WXOU Sports for this presentation of Oakland University women's basketball. We'll see you again Thursday at 7 for women's basketball against Cleveland State. Have a good weekend, everybody.